I'm gonna be so professional today. Anyway, the stream has started. Oops. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third Cheese to Meet You. Hi, everyone. Yeah, welcome. We have a very special guest today. My first non-Danganronpa related guest, so that's very exciting. Yeah, hello everyone. How's the audio? Is it good? I'll probably ask again because I realized last time with Snow, my voice is so much louder than Snow's. I apologize for the audio issues. So today, when Juby comes on, you guys have to tell us. You have to tell us if my voice is too loud. But yeah, hello, welcome to another Cheese to Meet You stream today. A very special guest, JubyPhonic, who, you know, I'm sure she'll introduce herself. So, let's just go ahead and say hello. Hello, Juby.
Hi. Hello. I was like, do I talk? I don't know.
I was just like, okay, you know, I just gotta get the audience warmed up and everything. Hello,
you're
Juby.
Good. You did a wonderful time. Oh, hello. Hi. I'm Juby. I do. I was gonna say Twitch. YouTube. I do Twitch, but I mostly do YouTube.
Yeah.
But thank you for letting me join your Cheese to Meet You.
Oh yes. Actually, we gotta start with the catchphrase, right? So like, oh, I'm very cheesed to meet you, Juby.
Oh my god. I too am cheesed to meet you. I'm going to have a Gouda time.
Good.
I made a cheese pun. I made a cheese pun. I thought that would be good for this.
Yes, that is. Thank you. That's like the first cheese pun I think we've gotten.
I'm gonna constantly be trying to think of more cheese puns just in the background.
That's great to know. Thank you. I love it. Well, firstly, let me just ask the audience, how is the audio? Am I too loud? Is Juby okay? Is Judy audible?
Am I okay? I'm not, but am I audible?
Yes. That's all we need. I'll just wait and see if the chat will say it's good. It's good. Audio sounds good. Okay, I'm trusting you guys on this.
Yeah, just wait till I start screaming.
No. No screaming today.
I will start screaming. Let me do it. Let me just start right now.
Okay, before you start screaming though, how about you introduce yourself for the audience who may or may not know who you are?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm JubyPhonic. I do covers on YouTube of Vocaloid songs mostly. And I've been doing it since I was in high school. And now I am out of college, so the math is there. But yeah, I've been doing that. I also do voice acting at Sentai Filmworks for anime dubs. And I've been also doing that since I was in high school. So yeah, that's me.
Very, very skilled. You know, actually, how do you feel about the term, like, talented? Do you prefer skilled or talented?
I prefer paid.
Pain?
Paid is good.
I'm paid.
Like, I don't know. Paid, not pain.
You know
what? I don't even like the word, like, God, I feel really awkward when, like, I have to, like, refer to the people that, like, follow me or listen to me. And so, like, I just call them, like, supporter people. Like, I feel like fan is so painful of a word for me. I'm like, that feels like I'm, like, so full of myself.
Yeah, you're an you're an influencer, Juby.
Oh, God. Oh, God, no. I don't want to influence anything except maybe, I don't know, maybe the stock market, that'd be cool.
Oh, well, I don't know about that one.
Is that a Komaida gem?
Yeah, that's an alert.
Oh my god, you're everything that I
thought we weren't gonna mention Danganronpa today, but I guess we are.
Not gonna mention it? What is it? 5 minutes in?
Yeah.
So here's your favorite character.
Yeah, here's my favorite character. You know what? Fine. Let's just talk about this first, because I remember the first time that I kind of asked. Well, it wasn't the first time, but I think the last time I really like asked you to do something. I was like, "Hey, Juby, would you mind if I asked for permission for your cover so that I can do this animatic for a Danganronpa thing? Komaida."
Oh yes!
Do you remember that?
Yes, I absolutely do, because I don't get a lot of asks like that, and of course I already kind of knew you were really talented, and obviously the Danganronpa stuff. And I was
We're not going to talk about talent.
I'm so excited.
Let's just say passionate.
You're just a bit of a aficionado.
Yeah, I'm just a bit of a enthusiast.
Do you this is a question, you don't have to answer it. Do you have any figures
Do I? I have so many figures, Juby. I collect figures all the time. I have a little shrine. Okay. I have a shrine for Komaida.
Oh god. You know what? I'm glad I asked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good, because I feel like the Danganronpa figures are pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I actually had never played it. I kind of knew the characters vaguely. But my boyfriend, when we started doing video games together, he was like, "Okay, I just really I want to play it, and I want you to watch, because I think you would really like it." And I think we didn't even start with 1, we started with 2.
You started with 2 is my favorite.
Yeah. Well, I'm shocked.
For some reason, I wonder.
I think it's funny because I only knew of Komaida and maybe the main character. It was really good. I did enjoy it a lot, so
that's good then. I'm glad that some Komaida conversation is coming in. But that is the thing. I've actually seen a couple of your covers, I guess, turned into animatics and things like that. That's really cool, I think.
I thought it was so cool. That was probably the coolest thing to come from this venture. This thing that I do. There was a time, again, I didn't play Undertale. I knew of Undertale, and then at some point, on my Drop Pop Candy cover, everyone was like, "Oh my god, I love this song from Undertale," and I was like, "Wait, huh?"
Wait, is it the one with the sands and papyrus Utaru or whatever?
Well, it was someone had done a really, really good animation where they used, I don't even think they used the cover. I think they used the lyrics. And I was like, "Oh, this is really cool." I think I actually stumbled upon it recently again because I think the animator had followed me on Twitter, and I was like, "Why do I recognize this artist?" I really
looks like Sans and Papyrus doing their little dance or whatever.
I know nothing about Undertale except for everything that I've seen online. I only know the goat lady and her feet.
And her what? Wait, and her feet?
And her feet? Is that not a big part of the game?
I don't know.
Oh no. Is it just a fetish thing?
Maybe. I'm sorry, that's what you know.
Is she barefoot?
Is she barefoot? Maybe.
Is the goat lady barefoot? I think she is.
Okay, well,
and all the fan art I would see would be her feet.
Juby, this is an interview about you. How did we get here?
Hey, I am opening up. I'm pouring my heart here.
Juby is a feet lover, confirmed? No.
I'm not a feet lover.
Denied.
Denied. Honestly, I think I have some pretty good feet, so if I really needed to make some money, gonna do that.
Well, everybody, if you wanna support Juby and not have her create feet pics, you can go support her on Patreon.
Pay me to not put feet pics online.
Pay Juby so she doesn't resort to feet pics.
Honestly, incredible.
We were talking about talent and skill. We don't want to explore your feet talent. You want to get paid, but not for that.
That's my phase 2 of my plan here. Start with YouTube, end in feet.
Okay, well, anyway, let's continue because we're getting
continue. Yeah.
So sorry.
Right.
So anyway, so how did you start singing? I guess how did all of that start? Did you take classes, or did you always have an interest in singing? Or
yeah. That's it's odd. I'm gonna speed through it. My family is big. I'm the 4th kid. My parents met doing musical theater, so all their kids had to do it. And so growing up, all my siblings were in voice lessons, and we would do musical theater during the summers. And so the moment I turned 5, my mom put me in a musical. She really, really encouraged me to sing, which, of course, I enjoyed singing because I loved Disney movies and stuff. And I idolized my siblings, and then I turned old enough to I don't know, have more of an opinion, and my opinion was that I hated choir because I kept doing it, and it was just I don't know. If you've ever experienced choir, it's I don't know. It's very very singing. It's very at least my teachers were very serious, very. And so I don't know, music and singing became too serious for me. And I got out of theater, and I got out of choir, and I tried to get out of voice lessons. And once I finally was okay, I'm done with all this. A year later, I bought a Yeti microphone, or I begged for one from my mom, and with the notion that I'd share it with my siblings, whatever.
No.
But then I started doing covers, and I was God damn it, I'm back in it, baby.
But it's for
you now. I haven't
now.
had to sing. It's for me now. I haven't had to sing Latin songs in a long time. And I'd say, it was nice having the experience and the skill and all that, but I'd never really sung songs I wanted to sing.
Right.
And now I do. So that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I mean, because
it was a long time coming.
Yeah. Because, I guess you're most well known for your Vocaloid cover songs. So I'm wondering how or when did you discover Vocaloid or Vocaloid community?
Oh boy. Again, I'm the 4th child. So my brother was deep into the nerd anime web.
Mm-hmm.
So he would go on IRC chat and trade anime episodes.
Whoa.
It was really, he was really deep into it. And I think one day he came across the leak spin video with
right,
Miku.
of course.
And it was kind of a internet meme at that point, but I was kind of obsessed with the idea that robots could sing. or something
Yeah.
like that. But like a lot of it wasn't on YouTube. It was all on Nico Nico. So like there was only like there was like a Phantom of the Opera cover, and I was still like, I was interested, but it wasn't like it wasn't available to me yet.
Mm-hmm.
And like 2 years later, I found it again, and then like I just never left. Like there were like Utaites, there was like Just Be Friends. I was like, oh my god.
No kidding. Because like I feel like Just Be Friends, when I first heard it, I was like, Luca's my favorite. Luca's my favorite Vocaloid now.
Luca's my everything. I love her.
Yeah, I love Luca. But then I think like for me, at some point I was just like, there aren't that many Luca songs. Juby's my favorite.
Oh my god, yup. And then like I don't know what it was. It was like anytime there was like some new crazy stuff. Like I really liked the I feel like YouTube's recommend feature back like in the day, like it would just kind of like have the most insane recommendations in the Vocaloid community, and I ate that shit up. I loved the weird songs. Like there was like, I guess it's like more of the horror genre in Vocaloid, where it was like, this is like, obviously you had the ring around.
Yeah. You had like the
circle me, yeah. And then there was like, there was even
Human
one
Sacrifice, and then
Human
there's
Sacrifice.
Oh, what's the other one called? The Darkwood Circus and stuff like that.
Yes, Darkwood Circus. Oh my god, I loved the rabbit holes. Like they were really fun.
Oh my god, Scissorloid.
Oh my god, yes! That was like bacterial contamination came out, and I was like, oh my god.
I was very creeped out by bacterial contamination. I'd never heard anything like that before, and the visuals
so
too.
Different. Like I actually, we went to a convention like a couple months ago, and like there was a person cosplaying bacterial contamination. Like she had stilts and everything, and I was like,
whoa.
oh my god, I have to get a picture with you.
Yeah, because like I think
really cool.
I think the character is technically like a spin-off of Miku, but it's also like the 3D model is like original somewhat character. I don't know.
Like they were back then. There was like all the spin-offs of Miku.
Yeah,
like
all of the spin-offs. Naru and
Naru. Yohane?
Is it Yohane? I don't know if I'm getting confused.
Yeah, because there was the one with the silver hair.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
yeah, but like, wait, is her name Yohane? I forgot. I'm thinking of Love Live.
Like they were. Oh my gosh,
Haku's her name, right? Haku.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yohane.
Like,
okay, we're wrong. We're fake.
I was so close.
Yeah.
But like, it was definitely a time where it was like everyone was just kind of doing their own like really creative, weird sometimes things. Like it was okay to kind of just take your creative brain and like just go crazy. So it was a really fun time in Vocaloid. Like I feel like I think we talked about this a little yesterday or the day before, I can't remember now. And like I feel like a lot of content now in the community is like so high quality, which is great, but it's also like if I joined now, I would be like, I don't know if I can do this. Like
very intimidating, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's like you have to know everything, you know? And I think even just like from a singing perspective, it's like, I don't know, you have to like immediately know how to like mix or sing in a certain way. And like, I don't know, I kind of miss the older days where it was like everything was kind of scuffed. You know,
yeah.
Like, we were talking about like, you know, what was it? The the dancing samurai video where it was just
Oh my god.
it's not high art, but it is high art.
Okay, speaking of dancing samurai, because that is one of the questions, right? Like, who your favorite Vocaloid is?
Gakpo, baby, let's go!
Yeah!
Let's go! Oh man.
Honestly, I'm really surprised by this because I feel like Gakpo isn't as, like, I don't know, notable now, but like I guess yeah. Gakpo is great. Like there's a lot of covers. Like Cruiser, I think, like uses Gakpo so well, and I'm just like high quality voice banks, but like nobody really uses them because Miku cute.
Miku cute, Gumi cute. I mean, like you had like the newer ones come out, Ia, you know, which now sounds, it's not newer, I know that. But like for a long time it was just like, it was, I think, the 6th, and like Gakpo was great because like it was Gacked coming in and being like, I want to have a voice bank, and everyone was like, okay, yeah, you can do that. He even had like, did you ever know he had that competition where he was like, yeah, whoever puts out, you know, the best song, I'll perform it.
Really?
He has gone all in with Gakpo. Like he has cosplayed, he's done quite a bit, and like I think it's just really sad. It's like he was he Malice Miser, which is another really old piece of weeb knowledge.
Not even I know what that is.
Let me double check. Malice Miser.
But yeah, like I feel like that's so cool because you wouldn't really see that happening now. I feel like the voice actors and like the voices kind of separate themselves into like their own entity.
Yeah. And like I think that's obviously, you don't expect that of like you know, the vocal bank provider, but like I think it was just like he himself was always just such a nerd, I felt. Like not to be a person who puts him on a pedestal, but like Malice Miser was a band in which when Visual K was like super popular, where like guys would wear like, you know, very decked out wigs and like sometimes Victorian clothes and like lots of makeup, like he was deep in that. So like I can imagine like someone coming up to him from like, you know, Yamaha, or I forget who actually produced Gakpoid, but like
Internet Co.
Possibly Gumi and
Gakpo
were like separate. But like I think he really embraced it. Like he's got a lot of mirror selfies with him in the wig. But yeah, I always thought at least like Gakpo as like a as a Vocaloid was always very like, he was not beloved.
I think like
so sad.
early Gakpo and early Kaito were very like made fun of, but like in a charming way.
I know. And like granted, like a lot of like male voice banks just like don't sound like, they didn't sound very good.
No.
And like you worked with what you had mostly, but like I don't know, I really do enjoy like there's a Discord cover with Gakpo that I thought was like really sick. But like someone used him for like an Attack on Titan cover, and like I actually like thought they were like really good.
Right.
But again, I am biased and trash, so but come on, he's like the most like beautiful man.
This
Am I
is
being biased
becoming
right now?
this is just becoming a Gakpo gush session now. But I think
He's got the
you're
long,
totally
purple
valid.
hair.
You're totally valid because there's not that many
perfect.
people, I think, who would gush.
This is peak male design.
Male.
I
Oh,
will
man.
fight to the death. I'll do it.
Especially in Duke of, how do you pronounce it? Whatever. Venomania.
Oh, oh god. I do not know how to. Yeah, Venomania. No,
That reminds me,
clue.
like,
What a banger.
Mothy P? Like, this is a completely different question, but like, do you remember like the first Vocaloid songs that made you cry? Because for me, it was definitely like Kokoro and also Servant of Evil.
Oh my god, those! I didn't even realize that Kokoro was Mothy P. Was that?
No,
that
Kokoro
was-
is not Mothy P.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I feel like Kokoro, that one especially, God, that one got me. With the video, like the old video. God, what? I feel like, the actual first cover I ever did was probably that song, which I now can't remember at all.
Wait, Kokoro?
No, it was a different like sad song. It was like, oh man, where like they have a secret base. Like, oh man, I'm actually gonna have to go and see if I like privated the cover or something.
I don't remember which one.
Oh,
If someone
Our Let It
remembers, I'll let it.
Our Let It Be.
Right.
Oh, it was so good. That was the reason I think I wanted to sing that song so bad that I was like, yeah, I'll put it out. That's by Harry P, baby. We love Harry P. Harry P.
Don't
Oh my
say
gosh,
that
is
out of
Harry P
context.
so No! Oh!
Anyway,
Y'all know. God. Oh yeah, okay. Wait. He's still doing things.
that's so cool
Yeah,
to
he
see
did
like
Stage of Sekai.
really early Vocaloid producers still in the scene.
I know. Like,
I mean-
it's crazy. Like, Kenshi Onezu, like, is always just gonna be such, like, a mind, like, blowing moment for me.
Yeah, like Kenshi
Like-
Yonezu is Hachi? What?
the Twitter thread happens every year. Every year,
Like, I can't
it
believe
happens.
it. What the heck?
And like, oh my god, there's just like no way. How'd that happen? It's like, yeah, well, he was making music for a very, very long time. I'd actually argue that Donut Hole, banger.
Donut Hole is a banger.
Probably the
We were
most
just like,
banger he's
wait,
ever
what the
gonna
heck?
make.
A new Gumi song?
I know. And
Wait, is it Gumi or
what's
Miku?
even funnier. Ooh, wait.
Donut Hole.
That's Gumi.
Oh, okay,
Definitely
good.
Gumi.
Phew.
Or is it both? Wait, is it both? I don't know. Is
No,
it
I
both?
think it's
don't-
only Gumi. It's got like
think
Miku,
it's
Rin,
Gumi.
Luca, and Gumi
Because-
in the visuals,
Yeah,
but it's just Gumi.
in it. Yeah, the girls are in it. But yeah, it's just like it's crazy because like a lot of those producers like went at some point either went on to just be composers or they were like, yeah, I'll throw some like self covers out there, and then we're like, wait, you can sing?
You can
Like-
sing?
And it's like, oh yeah, of course they can sing. Like it's not a 1-to-1. It's not like you only use Vocaloid so that like you can,
Multi-payable skills.
yeah, like I don't know. It's really funny. Like I actually really like when Giga P does like self covers. Because
Speaking
it's
of
like
Giga P.
you can tell. Yeah, let's go. Like you can tell. Like yeah. that's Giga.
So we got
Like-
Giga P, Michi M, and Mikoto P.
Yes. I realize there's a lot of M's in there. Yeah. These were just the ones I could think off the top of my head. Like, obviously, like, I really like others as well, but like, Giga P, you got my heart and soul. Like, any project that comes out, like, there was an entire, was it an album that I think either Giga P worked with others on, or I think it was just his, because he like did rearranges of popular songs, like Electric Angel.
I think I remember this.
Oh man, so good. Like, he even had like, he did the albums with like Real and Cradness, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh, boy, I'm never gonna. Oof.
I mean, we
never
can
gonna
talk a
get
little
good
bit,
content like that again.
a little bit about your utate little collage here.
My obsessions. I mean, I actually have that Cradness image as a pin because I when I was in high school, I was desperate enough to figure out how to order Japanese goods from like, I mean, utate is like, they're small. They were small creators.
Yeah.
And like, boy, did I put down some money for some physical merch and CDs for both Cradness and Kashitaro Ito. Like, I still have them. I think they're so cool. Like,
I feel like
Real,
maybe like Mafu
yeah,
might be like the biggest one in my head.
Yes. Well, like he is able to do like compositions as well. So like he was kind of like, I don't know what you would call it. Like I consider him like somewhere between like the Kenshi Yonezu tier and like trying to remember other utates that went on, because Real did go on. Eve is also one of those that's like both composer and utate. Like, the lines get so blurred.
Ayase.
But like,
wait,
I'll be like
or...
watching anime. Yeah, like, it's so weird because like nowadays a lot of them are doing like openings for like animes and like endings, and I'll be like, wait, is that Kashitaro Ito?
Yeah, the first time I feel like that happened, like, to me, was, like, the Danganronpa anime, because the ending song was sung by, I can't remember who, but it was, like, an utate, and I'm like, whoa! Was it Soraru?
Because, like, yeah. Because I remember, I was sitting in line at an anime convention, and, like, I think I had watched the first episode of the Danganronpa anime, and I was like, wait, is that an utate? I was like, did he like pay them to like sing it?
No, I'm sure they paid him.
They all went on to be very someone, you know, they are now truly like singers, normal singers.
Normal.
But it's nice. It's nice to see like them being able to like, you know, truly just rise the ranks of like, you know, going from making it at home to making it. Yeah. Oh no.
It's okay. I'll know if my internet connection will die based on how low res you are.
Yeah,
I mean, moving on. How about let's move on to a next question. But like, okay. How did you come up with the name JubyPhonic? Or like, I guess we already talked about how you like started your first cover. So yeah, JubyPhonic. What's behind the name?
Yeah. What's behind the name? Well, my real name is Juliet, and I had a lot of nicknames growing up, and they would just kind of smush together. Like, you know, when you're the baby of the family, you get called a lot of like baby names. So like, yeah, it's kind of like a nickname. And then Phonic was like, I was doing comics at the time. I was like drawing, and so like at the time I was Juby Comics. And then I was like, how can I like how can I go from this name to that name and like kind of have it in the same style? And I was like, well, like this like phonics means like sound, so like maybe like that'll work.
Right.
And then I put a P on at the end because I didn't realize that was producer, and the rest of my life is a mess.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, I didn't realize that. Like, obviously I know like phonic kind of, but I think it's cute that Juby is like a baby name for you.
It is a baby name. It's a very baby name. I was called like Boob a lot. But that was never going to be my username.
Wait, I only heard Boob.
Boobphonic. I mean, that could work. Yeah, I'd change my name to Titty Phonic.
The sound of her titties.
The sound of the titties. I mean, honestly, if I ever just like need to go incognito, that'll be my incognito name.
Boobie-phonic.
It'll be very obvious though. Boobie-phonic. Wait,
all right,
no,
everybody, to prevent Juby from becoming Boobie-phonic, go support her on Patreon.
Oh my god. Keep me from selling feet pics and becoming booby. Very, very important. Also, I just realized there are little cheeses on the mics. That's so cute.
Yeah, little cheese mics. Your chair is like a cheese. The background is cheese.
Oh my god.
You're wearing cheese.
I am cheese. Oh my god. This is the greatest place ever. I've always said my favorite food is cheese.
Is it? Really?
I mean, it's one of them. I think I can put cheese on anything and be so happy. I think I had cheese last night. Probably had cheese the night before.
Do you have like a favorite kind of cheese? I only really eat like the single craft cheese.
Okay, well, let's be honest. Yeah, my mom would be like, "Oh, you're hungry? Here's a single slice of craft cheese." It was gross, but I ate it.
Well, yeah, it's good cheese.
Is it though? Did you know if you just put one slice of craft cheese in like whatever cheese sauce you're making, it actually keeps it from kind of getting solid again because it has what is it called? Citrulline in it, which you can also just buy on your own. But anyway, that's how you can make really good queso.
Wow.
That's a little tip.
Just put cheese in everything,
just
you know.
Cheese, man.
Clearly,
oh my god.
Clearly, if you give people cheese, they will be like, "Wow, I love cheese."
I love cheese. I have become a big Oaxaca fan. Like,
is that a type of
the
cheese?
Good Oaxaca. Yeah, it's you spell it Oaxaca.
Right.
And it's a Mexican cheese that like comes in a ball usually. It's like very stringy. It's like a saltier mozzarella, but it's so good.
You know, I've got to say, this is the first time on Cheese to Meet You we're actually talking about cheese.
Well, I mean, cheese is so good. Like, okay, my second cheese. Let me give you this ranking. My second cheese is
tier list.
Cheese. My cheese tier list. Merlot cheese is so good. It's got a Merlot rind, which I don't eat because I think Merlot tastes gross, but it like seeps in just enough to like, it's kind of like a Parmesan and it's like softer and you can put it on crackers and it's like so good. These are my cheese wrecks.
All right,
you
everybody,
like
go support Juby on Patreon so she can buy cheese.
Because I can only buy one type of Oaxaca because the other ones aren't as moist, and I can tell they're not as moist. She's very important to my function as a human.
Cheese brand loyalist.
I mean,
Alright.
let's be honest. If we get down to it, I am a bit of one.
Juby, we have gone through like 5 questions in half an hour.
Okay, let's do a speed run. I can give you the quickest answers in the world.
Alright, okay, so like, so why like Vocaloid songs and why in English? Why do you cover songs in English?
Easy one. I am bad at singing in Japanese because I have an American twang that I'll never get rid of. So it had to be English.
Right.
Not because I wanted to provide high quality dubs of anything. It was because I can't do Japanese. And my Vocaloid is because it was the only ones that provided karaoke.
Ah, right. Like the instrumentals.
I also just really like Vocaloid, and I knew more of those songs. And back in the day, it was so much harder to do anime covers because like they would like give you 3 strikes, and I was like, well, that's 3 covers.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, Vocaloid was it, baby.
I mean, back then were the songs like copyrighted? I don't know if YouTube like was like, you know, oh, you can actually wasn't even monetizable back then.
I'll be honest, by the time it was in the YouTube system. So people might not know it, but a lot of Vocaloid songs are under like 2 different labels.
Like
most
Karen?
of them are under Current. Yeah, exactly. It's under Current.
Wow,
so
Karens.
a lot of they're like a lot of them are like really small creators, and they're like, hey, I want to get royalties off of this, so they go to Current, and they basically take care of everything. But yeah, by the time it was able to be monetized, Current was like on everything. And I was like, oh no! And my parents were like, you know, you could make money off of this. And I was like, can I? And then, yeah, that didn't quite happen. That's a complicated one.
Yeah, you know what? Copyright sucks, so go support Juby on Patreon.
It's hard, man. I have only become profitable probably last year.
Oh, wow. And you've been doing this for like a decade?
Complicated. Oh my god, yes, queen. I have been doing this for a decade. It's weird. It would go in and out of like being able to make profit and not, and like I did earn enough to be able to like pay for college classes and like not have to like take out loans, which was like great.
Oh my god, congrats.
Time I was also living at home. And I went to an online university that is not considered the best one. So it's, you know, it's a give and take. So yeah.
I don't know. I still think that's very remarkable that you were able to do that for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it felt really good to be able to like, you put in work for most of your life, and then like you can go and like buy groceries for the family, and like, you know, be able to pay for like, even if it was like taking 2 classes like during a semester, like it felt really good. So yeah, it's up and down.
Yeah. Content creation is a hard life. Guys, don't be like us. Have like a full-time job.
Like get a job. I do quarterly taxes. My life is complicated. It's like, it's such a difficult, like, it's hard to give a straightforward answer when it's like, do you make like a livable career? And it's like, times yes. I got more stability last year because I joined with a group, but like up until then it was like, I don't know. It's definitely, it's up and down. It's like, you know, one day YouTube had an adpocalypse and it was like, things are changing again. But you know, I'm here. I'm happy. I'm thankful.
Yeah. Me too. Like I do all this stuff in my like free time hobby stuff, and like I like to
Yeah.
have that, but also maybe just keep it that way because, you know, at least full-time work gives me like a stable income.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. It's like, it's such a give and take because it's like, you know, my boyfriend, he has a normal job and I
Wow, a
have
normie.
a normie. Yeah, he loves it. No, he doesn't. But it's kind of like, it's weird because it's like, yeah, it's great because like I'm able to make, in theory, like a crazy amount of money, you know? But it's also like each month is different because ad rates depend on the time of year. Taxes come in and it's like, it's just a really complicated like financial like situation. And it's like, I am overall in the end like very comfortable. But I'm not like not like, yeah, I'll go to Costa Rica and like live it up like 4 times out of the year type thing.
Sorry to any like young people in the chat right now. Like we're just adults talking. We're talking finances and tax.
I know, and like I think it's great. It gives me a lot of freedom, you know, like, and I'm able to like make my own schedule, but it's also awful because I make my own schedule.
Yeah. It becomes like your like 24-hour situation.
Oh yeah. I mean, for all of college, because I did it online, I have no college friends.
No.
0. I have no college friends. I would take my laptop to the nearby cafe and I would do my classes and then I'd do a little YouTube. And that was every single day of the week, even weekends. Because it was just like, I am a very socially anxious person. Everything I do outside is a persona. And it's like, it's perfect for someone like me who has like struggles, but it's also like, it's not great.
Yeah.
Like,
you kind of like,
it's not,
you kind of like keep yourself in this little bubble, which is like, maybe not the best thing, but like, you know, it makes us happy right now.
it makes me happy right now. I'm doing like better balancing now than I did in the past. Cause like, I was not like going to like social things, like even my friends all online. Like, I think like a lot of people can relate because of COVID, but like, my life was like COVID for like 10 years. And it's like, it's crazy when COVID did hit because I was like, oh, that thing's really
now everyone is me.
Everyone is me, and I took like weird evil pleasure in that. But yeah, it was, I don't know. I think, again, I am not a good example of like a YouTuber. I am very much like a solitary human being. Just in general. But like in the past like 2 years, things have gotten better. Like I have human friends that I can see IRL, like, and I take weekends off, which is great, you know. And that's good for my brain. But yeah, it's that was not a straightforward answer I gave you on any of that.
No. I don't even remember what the question was, but like I highly relate because, you know, through high school and school in general, like I did not have many friends. I guess I didn't really know how to form relationships with people, so I spent a lot of time like online learning how to like, I don't know, talk to people in a way. But like even then I didn't like join forums or anything. I was very like, I'll post an artwork, have people talk about it, and then be like, yay, social interaction.
I had never even talked online. Like that gave me too much anxiety to like be like typing. I don't know, which is weird because it's like the most, safe form of interaction. And like,
Right.
so I don't know, the moment that like I made a channel, it was like a weird anxiety thrill, because it was like, for the first time, like I am not invisible, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was at a very invisible part of my life, and like that was, it was definitely strange, because now you kind of look back on it and it's like, wow, this would be like a really interesting like study from a psychological standpoint, because it's like in your real life you don't talk all day, but then you're like very visible online. So it's odd. It's very odd.
I mean, that kind of reminds me when like I first use YouTube and stuff. I would just I don't leave comments on videos. I don't like the video because I'm like, if I like a video, someone's gonna see that I did something online, and I don't like the video. But in my heart, I'll watch this like multiple times. But I won't say anything. I don't want to be like visible to people.
I hated it. I really, I feel weird. I don't like commenting on videos. I don't like commenting in forums. I'm so afraid of like making a post in Reddit. Like I did a thing where like I really wanted to ask like a gardening community like what kind of bug this was, but I was like, I fretted over that for
like,
so long.
What if it's like a really common bug and everybody knows, and then they laugh at me because I don't know a stupid bug?
What if they bully me and tell me I should eat grass? Like,
what if they tell me to eat the bug?
Eat the bug, oh god. I don't know. Yeah, that's literally, it's like that very silly fear, but it's like so there that I don't tend to like be actually that much of an online person.
I feel like the way I am online
is very difficult.
The way I am online is just how I am in person. I don't have like a fake
persona.
My persona. Okay, that's the thing. I gotta say, like, I don't know how it got to this point with like Kumaeda, but I'm like, okay, I know I like him, but I feel like I also exaggerate it at some point. But then it's like, wait, now it's real.
Oh no, it's real.
Oh no, it's real now. Wait. What is like just played up?
Yeah, it's hard to distinguish. I think like that is something that's really interesting to me, because it's like, I would say in my life I'm not like a huge like, I think I would say I'm not a huge Vocaloid fan, because like I don't know like all the ins and outs. I'm not up to date with a lot of stuff. But then I'm also like, wait, but I am a huge fan. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know where or when I started to like become like engrossed in it. But I think it's probably like, even before the channel, I was pretty deep. I think mentally I didn't like accept it. But like, yeah, it's kind of laughable now.
We're all just complex human beings. I mean, okay. Let's get back to some of the questions.
Yeah, go for it.
Like, do you have a process of how you decide what songs to cover?
Man, I have a process of like trying to choose what to eat for dinner. Like, I overthink everything. But yeah, no, I try to like have a list of songs that like, you know, would this fit my voice or like my range, or like is this something that like people would like, or is this a song that I like? Is this a song where the lyrics aren't going to be like really difficult and annoying? Like there are some songs where it's like, I don't know if I can do proper lyrics for this, because it's like it would take true mental fortitude. But yeah, I try to balance them all out. If that makes sense. Like,
because that's the thing.
Yeah.
You translate the lyrics yourself, but you also you also use other people's lyrics sometimes as well. Like, what's the balance there?
So I don't translate them personally. I do the making like translations into like singable lyrics. I don't even know when the term trans lyrics became a thing. But that's technically what I do. And like, I think sometimes I will use other people's, but I don't know. I'm weirdly picky about it. I shouldn't be, like, but like, especially when it's something that like a song I really, really like, it's like part of the process is like, I guess, doing the lyrics in a way that I think conveys the emotion well.
Your own personal like touch to how you see the song and everything.
Yeah, because I don't know, I didn't start out wanting to do lyrics at all. But like, I felt like, especially back then when there weren't a lot of people doing what I do now, it was like you wouldn't find a lot of well done lyrics. It would tend to be like, just they would take the translation and slightly alter it, which didn't sound good in my opinion. It was just like, I don't know, for me it was really important that like I got across the same like feeling of the original Japanese, because like, I don't know, I'm like obsessive about that. Like,
but you
like,
don't actually know Japanese,
if
do you?
my mom listened to this, I do too. It's so hard.
It's a weeb degree.
Well, I did end up taking a couple classes in college, and like I'm able to, I would say, at like an elementary level, which helped, but it's also like not gonna be able to like translate like really how do you put it, complicated lines.
There's a lot of like
Vocaloid,
nuance and like
many
context, I feel like, in Japanese lyrics, depending on the song.
It's and it's like you'll find multiple different translations and you'll be like, yeah, technically all of these are right. But like, yeah, you tend to like try to, you know, I don't know, sometimes I'll take more liberties than others, because it's like we'll have like 3 options of like what this stanza could mean, but like in the end it's like you are going to have to choose. But yeah, that's a whole complicated like I don't know, essay that I'd probably write someday.
We got a question from the chat right now. Clem says, what's the most difficult song you've sung?
They're all so hard. I'm trying to think of like one that, God, Bring It On by King of Pete was I think my laptop, I had to get a new laptop after that.
Whoa!
There were so many layers and layers and layers, and I was just like, I think, oh my God, my poor laptop almost died.
By layers, you mean like layers of like harmonies and stuff, right?
Yeah, and like I'm not great with harmonies. I'm bottom to mid, and like so that was just like, I don't know, the complication of that was a thing, but like lyric wise, difficult. Gosh. I think there's like, it depends. It really depends. I'm like literally just gonna look at some of my recent stuff because my brain is old now and I can't remember what I do day to day.
Well, in the meantime, while you're looking that up, do you have like a favorite genre of music to sing?
I like electric stuff, which is a lot of Vocaloid.
Yes, it is.
Electric pop. Like, I like that a lot. It's like fast. And my brain go fast. So it's fun. Oh, actually, okay, yeah, let's go with Anthropophobia.
Right.
Go with that one for now. There is a part in that where like I had to write the lyrics with the song going at half speed so that I could like properly listen to it, and then like I just kept on trying to like practice it sped up. And then there was a part that was just so sped up that I was like, there's just no way. There's no way I can do this.
Have you ever done a cover of like Disappearance or any like Cosmo songs?
So I have considered it in my life. How much I want to suffer. I know. I think Rachie did Disappearance.
Yeah, I was like, I know Rachie did a cover.
Crazy.
How did Rachie even do it? I don't know.
She set it up. I know she did. Well, she also said it. But like the fact she wrote that many lyrics, I'm like, nah, man. That is like, that's an assignment.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe someday. I think
guys, if you support Juby on Patreon, she'll sing Disappearance.
I appreciate it. I think
no guarantee.
Like, no guarantee. I think it's like I've learned better ways because I try to mix all my stuff mostly because I'm too afraid to reach out to people. But that's just who I am, and I'm a ball of nerves. But in like learning to like mix different stuff, like I've found like better techniques of like how to do the harder stuff with like Vocaloid covers because like I don't know, each one is a different challenge.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I love Vocaloid.
Me too. Do you have any covers that you might like regret making for any reason? and is it Spice? Because literally on your thumbnail, you're like, I regret this.
Is there any cover that you regret? Why is it Spice? Because you've seen the Spice videos. You've seen them.
Oh my
god. The PVs.
I remember the first time I ever listened to Spice. I was so confused by the beginning where it goes like boing, boing. Boing. You know, like the beginning of the song.
Yes! It is the most egregious. It's an affront. It's an affront to mankind. And that's why I had to cover it. I don't remember if someone had dared me. I don't recall. But like in the end, it's just like, I don't know. I think Spice is just a perfect like little snapshot of time in the Vocaloid community.
My goodness, like, all the like sexy songs.
Oh my god, what is that one where it literally starts with moaning? That was super popular.
The like the one with like all of them. Yeah, like what's that called? Oh, frick, I forgot.
I cannot remember.
Is it Umetoro? If you do or something? Ufu do do or whatever.
Yes, yeah. Ufu do.
I thought it was if you do.
If you do. In my brain, it is.
God, I remember when that song came out and everyone was like, whoa! Oh my god!
All the girls that were waiting for their favorite utaites to do a cover.
Just like moan into the microphone, please.
I loved it because some guys just like didn't put their hearts into it, and you could tell they were like uncomfortable, and then others were just like, let's do it.
I wonder if Gakt ever.
Oh my god. Oh, we know there's a Gakpo version though, for sure.
Somewhere, somebody.
Gakpo. That one producer truly like held the entire Vocaloid community on his back.
Every time they released a new song with like the group girls and like just singing sexy songs, we're all just like, yes.
God, yes. Was that Masked Bitch? Was that the same one?
No, I think Masked Bitch is
the same producer?
What's their name? Hachi, like
that's Giga P. Oh my god, I'm stupid.
Wait, is Masked Bitch
is Giga P?
Is it? I thought it was someone else. What the frick is their name?
There's
the one with the purple crown. What's that producer's name?
Oh, Hachioji?
Yeah, Hachioji. I was like, Hachi something.
Oh my god. Wait. Is there actually... They have Ifu Dodo in the new gacha game. I cannot.
In Project Sekai.
Yes!
They have Ifu Dodo in Project Sekai.
Wait, oh my god. So a lot of like Vocaloid songs, like are getting like put into the universe rediscovered through like Project Sekai and through like VTuber covers. And I am, boy, am I tickled over this.
We were talking about this, but like VTubers are like this generation's utates.
They are. Well, they all were in the community, but now they're just VTubers. I think it's really funny because it's just like, oh yeah, I know you. I know you, but now you're a VTuber. And I'm like, it truly is the evolution, isn't it?
we gain a body.
Long time.
Not just an artwork.
It's funny, there used to be the Utaite meetup at like Anime Expo, and like I feel like 50% of them are like now VTubers at least.
Thank you, Hatsune
I'm like,
Miku.
oh my god, I recognize you.
Kizu no ai hu no Hatsune Miku.
Like I know, like there was definitely a point before like Hololive really entered the scene that like VTubers were becoming more and more a thing, and I was like, oh yeah, this is absolutely just the next evolution. Because like this girl, like I just looked up Ifu Dodo, and yes, 9 months ago, VTuber. I'm like, oh, your ass was in the Vocaloid community not that long ago, wasn't it? Oh, I love it so much. It gives me life.
Oh,
gives me hope.
Hope, you say? Don't mention hope on this stream. We're gonna bring up Kawaii again. Anyway, about I guess like covers, right? So like collab covers. You told me you don't really do that many, but like, what's the process of like organizing collabs, and is it like any different to like solo covers?
Oh yeah, boy. Yeah, I feel like about like I never joined choruses, but like I feel like the rule of thumb is like you have to like be willing to like befriend a person, because like I don't know, there's a bit of a process, because it's like, well, first you have to be like, hey, yeah, let's like, project manage together, which is like a whole different thing, where it's like, yeah, you have to first be like, hey, what level of cover do you want to do? Do you want to be able to do an instrumental remake? Do you want to pitch in costs for like doing art? And do you want to find a video person? And do you want to do this in English or Japanese? Or do you want to figure out harmonies? Do you want to pull up a Google Doc? We can put this on a Google Doc. Do you want to write part of the lyrics? I can write part of the lyrics. Like, it is, it is a little like of an on-taking, I think.
Yeah.
As long as it's a person that you're okay to like constantly badger about, like, hey, where are your lines? Hey.
Yeah. Like, I think because like maybe
So
most people
many
just think
collabs
like,
die.
oh well, if you do a collab, you're all doing less work like individually, but no, it's like
I
maybe
wish.
even more work.
It's so much more work, and it's like, man, I don't know how they do the choruses. I'm like, I would cry tears of blood. I feel looking at that project alone. Like, so yeah, I tend to do collabs with people that I know. Like I've known Raichi forever. Our first thing was a collab, like in 2012.
Wow.
I work with Circus a bit because again, it's like Circus is a good person, and like I'm okay to badger Circus constantly. Like it's just it's kind of like if you're okay to be like an arguing couple for like 2 months.
Yeah, you gotta tolerate each other unprofessionally.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, I have had people that just completely ghost me for a year.
Oh gosh.
And I'll be honest, I totally get it. I get it. I just wish it would be like, hey, I can't do this. Like, that's all I need to know. I'm not even mad. I'm never gonna be mad because I get that. I get the call of like wanting to just not be online, but also like I need to move on. Project managing, you wouldn't believe how many like Google Docs and Google Drive files I have of just like collaborations, and I don't even do that many. Thank God for Google Suite. It really enabled that.
I mean, okay, so you just mentioned like Circus P, and we have like on screen the Dream song, which I did the artwork for. I had no idea. I had no idea that you were also going to release a cover of it at the same time. Circus didn't tell me. What the heck? So it was a surprise to me. I was like, oh wait, Juby also did a cover at the same time.
Well, like I think it was that I don't even remember how it came up, because I think we had been in contact, and then he had an idea, and he was like, what if we did like, because like Gigapy did like a whole thing with that, where it was like you had the human version and then the Vocaloid version, and like I guess wanted to do something like that, and I was like, yeah, sure, fuck, like I would have probably done a cover of it anyway. But yeah,
that kind of reminds me of the
really funny.
The situation with like Deja Vu as well, right? Because
my god, yeah. Oh my god. Wait, let me Google that for a second, because I'm like deja vuing over deja vu. That was
a cover with Raichi as
uploaded.
well, right?
Well, that was never uploaded to any of our channels. That's like
it was on another channel. I didn't know the backstory of it, but then I remember because like I got asked to do the artwork for it, right? And I was like, oh sweet! And then I saw the upload and I was like, wait, that's not my art.
I was only told like probably a sixth of the story, and like I did the lyrics, or did I do the lyrics? No, I didn't do any lyrics. I recorded it in like one night, the same night.
Oh my God.
Because like they did it really quickly, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I think Raichi was like also like that. So that was probably the quickest cover I've ever done.
Wow.
That was probably so fast. Because I had gotten home from recording for Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun. Like, that's
whoa.
old.
The timeline.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa, I need to wake up tomorrow. That's wild, though. I have not thought of that in decades.
Wow. Wow, making us both very old right now. Anyway. I mean, do you have any, like, dream duets that you want to sing? That you haven't done yet?
Man. Am I allowed to dream?
Isn't that a name of a song?
Can I even dream?
Yeah.
I feel like it's weird for me, but like I do enjoy the idea of like doing a duet with like a Vocaloid tuner. Like so like kind of doing a duet with like Miku, but like tuned by like a favorite person. Like I'd probably die to do something with like Cilia. Like one day, like I was a huge stan.
Like there were actually like some songs more recently where it's like some random like Western singer will just like randomly drop a song collabing with Miku, and it's like, wait, what?
I know.
Juby, when's
Miku's
that
doing a
coming? Juby featuring Hatsune Miku.
Oh my god, wasn't there was God, Porter Robinson was like one of those people who did like something with Oliver, or was it Ivana?
I think it was Ivana.
But like, yeah, because he's
like, now a vocal synth too.
Yeah, he put out a thing. Yeah, and I actually like looked into that. But that's happening apparently. So congrats, Porter.
It's wild. Actually, that brings us to the idea where you've probably been asked if you were a Vocaloid.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would like to say that over time people have better understood what Vocaloid is, but that is obviously never going to quite change. So sometimes I think to myself, yeah, sure, I'm a Vocaloid.
Well, you know what, Juby, if one day you do become a vocal synth, then we can say yes.
Yay! I can finally say yes after all these years.
Is Juby a Vocaloid? She is now.
Oh my god, yeah, do it. I'll be eternal.
Longer than we can live. Anyway, so about like a month ago, you released your, I guess it's technically your first original song, right?
Yeah, that was kind of out of nowhere. I was gonna shadow drop it, to be honest. Because I was like, I had it on my plate for like a year, and like I just kind of was like, it was an instrumentalist I had worked with, and he was like, hey, I'd like to like try out doing like an original song, and I was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, can you make it kind of sound like this one song, Mada Mamagoto by Giga? Because that's like my favorite song.
I actually love that cover you did.
It's my favorite thing I've ever done in my life. Actually, Kira was the one that mixed that, and I'm still like, how did you take the ass vocals I gave you?
Wait, Kira mixed this one?
Yeah. No, he didn't mix this one. He mixed the Mada Mamagoto. Which I was
right.
Thank you, bless your soul. But this one, yeah, we were just like, just give it a try. And then I also was like, yeah, I'll work with this video group that I hadn't before. And I'll be honest, I thought it was dead in the water, and then suddenly they delivered it. And I was like, oh my god, it's done. So yeah, no, that was really cool. I'm glad it turned out all right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's reached over 100k views at this point, so congratulations.
Horrifying. Thank you. I am still really confused over it. I am genuinely confused. Because like I had kind of been working on it as a side experiment project for like a year, and then I was like, yeah, this is never gonna get there. But it did, and I'm really happy. And now I'm like, dang, should I like try to do more things with people?
All right, guys, if you want to support Juby to make more originals, go support her on Patreon.
Who knows? Maybe the next one will be about my feet pics. I don't know.
Can you improvise a song right now?
Oh my god, feet pics. Do you want my feet pics? Will that count?
Yeah, that will count. Someone out there can remix that.
Oh my god, no. I think like I do need to try to work with more people. I'm like I'm genuinely trying lately after like 10 years because like I don't know. Again, like we talked about like the anxiety of like even liking a video. And it's like to go from that to like try to project manage someone and be like hello. May I please? Ooh, woo.
Actually, there's something I've been meaning to ask you about Deal with the Devil. So the song is called Deal with the Devil, and I was expecting that to come up in the lyrics, but I don't think it's actually a lyric. So I was like, wait, why is this song called Deal with the Devil?
You got me! I was writing the lyrics because he had been like, hey, can you write lyrics? I was like, yeah, sure. And then I was like, dang, what should it be called? I think I started with the title and then I worked from there. Oh boy. Actually, I think I started with the title and the art. And then I was like, yeah, I should write some lyrics now.
And then Deal with the Devil just didn't show up.
Nah, man, that's called interpretation, baby. That's called artistic interpretation.
Because like when I first heard it, I was like, all right, so Deal with the Devil's gonna appear in the chorus, and then it didn't, and I'm like, all right, it's gonna appear like in the lyrics, and then it didn't. And I'm like, okay.
You know what? I really respect that there's this one Vocaloid, like, what do you call it? Vocaloid producer who literally does not put titles on their songs at all.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it gives me such anxiety to see that, but it also gives me bravery.
You're just like, I really like that one song. I don't know what its
like
name is because it doesn't have one.
I'll never know. I think Rachie even did a cover of that song, and I was like, girl, you're so brave. I don't even have, like, how do you put that in tags? How do you put that as a title? Just blank space. Like, it boggles my mind, but it also, boy, do I feel empowered. I can make anything a title. Did you know that? I can put anything. People will read it with their eyes. That's too much power for me, honestly.
Oh, but like, so wait, did you hear the music and write lyrics to it, or did you have lyrics and like try to smush them into the music?
He kind of he sent over kind of the backing with a melody line. So it was like it would have like kind of like a synth keyboard just kind of like banging out notes. And you just kind of put words in there. Honestly, I've only done original lyrics like twice in my life, and I'm always like, dang, I think I could make these a lot. I feel like I'm too hard on myself with like trying to make something like profound and intriguing that I forget that like a lot of songs just don't have to be profound and intriguing. No. But you know what? I strive. I'm trying to get better at it.
Like, this song was just you having your queen slay moment.
Yes, queen. That was literally, I was like, man, I've got nothing writing on this at all. And I kind of just want like a bop. I kind of want a bop. Not something that's gonna be like, wow, this truly changed my life. It was like that, like crazy. Who knows? Maybe my next song, Feet Pics, will be profound.
I mean, I was gonna say, can we expect more Juby originals? But if Feet Pics is the next song, I feel like the world isn't ready for that. Or maybe, who knows? Maybe it will just pop off. Make that song. Maybe it will pop off and become like a TikTok trend. The people will be like, oh my God, making TikToks with their feet.
No!
It's like feet, pigs, feet.
Truly, the feet community is not ready for this.
No, it'll be
Did you
their
know
feet.
this is
They'll be
completely-
their feet anthem.
them now. Not, you know what? I'm gonna Google that right now. Songs
Is
about
there-
feet. How many
No.
are there?
Don't put that in your
Songs about-
history.
Oh my god, my history is a mess. So okay,
Alright.
you know, Barefoot Blue Jean Night
What?
sounds like okay. There.
Okay, at least it's
I'm
not
gonna
just
set my
barefoot.
foot down. Oh wait,
Oh.
okay. These boots are made for walking. It's pretty good though.
Oh,
That's a good
yeah.
song.
That's an actual song.
But it's not called Feet Pics. Wait, there's a song called Feet Wet. Okay, yes.
God, this, like, I don't know, just the vibe of those titles make me think of, like, that era of, like, Friday and, like, that era of
Yes.
unfortunate music.
Yes.
Which
That
I
was a
also,
era
I
of
feel bad for
freedom.
the artists, but at the same time, I'm
I
like,
know.
oh, that was not...
Rebecca Black.
Yeah.
She actually has put out.
Yeah, she's actually,
Some
like, a
bangers.
singer now.
Yeah, no,
Good for her.
I have a song I really like by her now, and I'm like, dang, okay, you know what? She
Good
made
for her,
it.
because the internet was so cruel to her.
I know that was a time. I feel like a lot of like the new generation of chronically online kids like just will never completely fathom like the cruelty and the weirdness of like 2010. Like
I mean,
It
I
was
feel like it's
weird.
still here.
Kesha,
It's just in
TikTok
like
was everywhere.
I feel like it's
It is.
just in different forms.
It is in weird forms we could have never expected. Like TikTok.
Yeah, like TikTok. All right.
Like
well,
TikTok is-
before I move on
Yes.
to like the next topic, I just wanted to show you because I actually drew this as soon as your cover came out, but then I was like, wait, Juby, I want to interview Juby, so you know what? I'll just wait until like I can interview Juby and then show you. But like
Huh?
excuse me, wait. Let's go. I drew you like a little picture. I was like, congrats, Juby.
Oh my god! Wait, send me that. What?
Yeah, I'll have to
Oh
send
my
you that
God,
I'm
that's
but
so cute.
I wanted to like just
Oh
be
my
like,
God,
"Whee!"
thank you. Oh, I need to show my boyfriend. I'm trying to. I have a folder of
Mhm.
things that I want to put on like a little post board. Because like I really like fan art. It
Aw.
makes me feel like what I do is like a thing.
Yeah, I love fan art too. Like it's just like I don't know, as creators, we know how much time goes into things, and then to receive like
Yeah.
fan art, you're just like, oh, you spent time on me.
I know. Like I feel like over the years I have like just accumulated like a little folder, and like sometimes I'll look back at it and be like, damn, maybe all that trauma was worth it.
Maybe the trauma was worth it for this fan art.
God, that itself should be a song.
Trauma
Maybe
for
the
the
trauma
fan
was
art.
Good for the fan art, man. God, that's too real.
No, you release it after the Feet Pics song. The trauma
Oh,
is
God.
implied to
My-
be
my
from
new-
Feet Pics.
My new album is just gonna be an entirely like emotional journey.
You'll be like, internet cringe. The
Internet
internet cringe album.
I think what was it? I had gone out of my way to like try to find a bunch of songs that I could go back to the composers and ask for like permission to put them like on Spotify, like my covers, and like I like, you know, I want to kind of set this all in like a compilation album. But like by the time I had it all together, I was like, I don't know what to title this. So I ended up just calling it like Juby is a weeaboo. And I was like, you know what? I can really title things whatever I want.
Yeah. You know, it's catchy.
And I completely
Gets to the point.
It's catchy, it's straight to the point. It's, you know, better than compilation album #1, you know. Oh, I shouldn't have power at all.
Speaking of power, this is not actually a segue, but I'm trying.
This is not a segue.
I suppose you stream a little bit now, right?
I have off and on. I haven't been on for a second, but like I do. It's it is probably the farthest from a normal stream that you could get. So I don't tend to like go out of my way to be like, yeah, guys, hop in chat, like, because I'll be honest, I try to find the worst, weirdest stuff of the internet that I can, and I make other people suffer watching it.
Wait, you have like a Miku? You have a Miku model?
Okay, so I went through the community tab on, I think, what was it? The place where you can
Vroid thing.
Vroid, and I found the ones that were like, use it for whatever. I don't want any credit. I don't care what this is. I collected some of the most cursed things on there.
Can you switch to Miku for a sec?
Oh my god. Yeah, I can.
Like, wait. I'm gonna like
I've got
avatar
like
selection. Don't mind the fact that you can see Lightning McQueen right now.
Oh yeah, you'll see the avatar selection. Here you go. Here's your avatar selection.
There we go.
Like,
Okay.
Beautiful. Oh my god,
This is the collab that I wanted of my dreams. Wow.
Oh my god, I'm such a big fan.
Wow. Oh my god, Hatsune Miku. I love you.
Oh my god, I love you too.
Wow.
Like,
okay, you know what?
Did you like Did you really like did you really kill some?
Oh well,
just like
I listen. Like,
what was up?
Technically, I didn't kill them. Like, she threw the bottle, right? So like, it wasn't. I may have manipulated.
God. I'm really glad I could speak with you so candidly like this.
Well, what about you, Miku? Like, how does it feel to be virtual sensation Hatsune Miku?
Oh my god. You know, they invited me to Coachella one year, but then they canceled and they never invited me back.
Wow. Disappointing. They should have just hosted it for you alone. You're not gonna get COVID.
Really wanted to try ketamine. God, do you remember when Miku was on David Letterman for 1 moment?
Yeah, and they're like,
that was the most painful moment of my life.
Which song did she do? I can't even remember.
She sang the song that was made or was chosen for that year. I think it was Sharing the World. And like he just kind of stood there.
Yeah, Hatsune Miku.
So
yeah.
Hatsune Miku, everybody.
Hatsune Miku, yeah.
Oh,
thanks.
And
then she just disappears, and he's like, "Yep, bye."
And then she's deleted.
All right,
I thought it was a cool.
Let's go back. I'm not actually Kumai, guys. I'm sorry.
You're not. Oh my god.
No, I'm not Kumai.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So, ka-chow.
No, not Sparks McKenzie. What's his name?
Lightning McQueen. Right?
The guy.
Yeah.
The car.
Vroom vroom. Anyway,
vroom, vroom.
So we're talking about like streaming.
That is actually an immaculate model.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
really
grabbed
impressed.
it on the internet.
Yeah, they actually seem like they put effort into that. And
right,
I love that.
I'm back to chuu. Khee
yeah.
So
cute.
for streaming, are you doing like music related streams, or is it more just like
God,
whatever?
No. It is. I get on. I used to do it every Thursday until things got complicated. And I just kind of I have a folder of videos. Sometimes of TikToks that I have discovered or people have sent me. And sometimes we watch reality TV.
I love and hate reality TV.
I No, we watched. Oh gosh, if you haven't, there is a very short series that I wish they had continued, where it was like, they followed people who did speed dating at Comic-Con, and they would follow them onto their dates, and it was so good.
Oh my god.
It was so good.
I haven't watched that, but
Like,
that
oh
sounds
my
like,
gosh.
I don't know, it sounds like really charming in a way, because you kind of laugh at it, but then you're also like, you know, these are real people. They're just having a good time.
Yeah. A lot of it is charming. Some of it makes you hate some of them, honestly, and you're glad that the date doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's such a great, it was like a weirdly real look into the con experience and like dating as like weebs, because it's like you see the homestuck girl across the room and like your eyes meet.
Damn, I need like someone like, oh my god, about dating. I'm like, okay, at what point of a relationship do I bring up Nagito Komaeda and be like, I'm sorry, you're like second. You're second priority. Nagito Komaeda is gonna be number one.
I want you to know that, like, this is again just a completely off topic, but like long story, but most of my life I thought I was asexual because I was like, wow, I've just never really liked anybody in my entire life. And then I was like, you know what? I really have to like at least try. I have to try to like meet people and like, you know, I'm gonna try like dating during COVID because everybody's inside. And now it's my playing field. And like it gave me an excuse to like truly vet them for nearly months. So it was like a lot of like video calling, and like my boyfriend is very much not what I thought you
would be looking for in a person.
It's hard because like obviously attracted to him in every way, but like I didn't think that like his first impression was that he didn't have any anime or nerd stuff like on his profile, and I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. I can deal with this. But then the motherfucker, he gets in it. Oh my god, he starts chatting with me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm watching like this, and this, and like I'll be honest, I've had a lot of talks with like guys who are like, yeah, I like anime. I was like, I'm gonna put him on hard mode. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm watching like Psychopaths and like Serial Experiments Lane, and like he hits me with, oh yeah, my favorite show is Shinsekai Yori. I was like, okay, excuse me,
not a mainstream choice.
Not a mainstream choice whatsoever. And I was like, wait. How much have you seen? And he was like, oh yeah, I only really started watching anime when I was in college. And I was like, no, how? What? Anyway, great guy. Turns out that the more that you get to know a person, the more surprises they have. And now our figures are moved in together, so that's good.
My god. I like how you didn't say like now we moved in together. You're like, now our figures moved in together.
our figures moved in together. We've got Miku.
I love it.
I
I want this for me.
It's whoever
I like, I don't know, have a partner in the future, they're gonna be like, okay, so like how many anime figures do you have? And I'm like, well, there's gonna be a lot of Kamaidas. There's some Mikus, you know.
There's some Mikus, some Kamaidas, and they're gonna be like, well, great, I have my Fate Stay Night figures, and they'll be over here. I think it's really funny that you know, I think it matters getting to know people and giving them a chance to say their piece, because
I don't know.
Surprising.
I hate dating apps. I hate like
we're talking about
like dating now, but just like I don't know, on dating apps people just feel so I don't know. You feel like you're easily replaceable in the sense that someone can just move on if they like for the first impression it's like nah, okay, I'm moving on to someone who will like be my perfect match from first sentence. And I'm like, I hate that. I hate that so much.
I hate that so. Yeah, I had tried it like earlier in my college years where I was like, yeah, I'll do this for fun, and like a lot of it was just like, you know, the vibes of like I'm only in this for like sexual reasons, and it was like, okay,
I'm like, no fuckboys, please.
Like, no, I live with my parents. Like, we're not doing this. And so like, I think I really like I say I gave like dating a try, but I was a bit vicious because like I would do the thing where like so that I wouldn't have to do the thing where like you're not good at replying like immediately back and forth because you feel like you have to like be on your phone, and if you like reply too late, like they'll think you like, I don't know. So I'm really anxious in like one-on-one chat conversations. So I would wait until 4 a.m. to write a paragraph so that I was sure that he couldn't reply immediately.
Right.
So I did that for like a month. And then it would just be paragraph reply. And my sister was like, that sounds psychotic. What are you doing? And I was like, this is how I talk.
You know, I do like the paragraph. I do like the paragraph answers. It just means you have more to say, right?
Like you would have different conversations going on at once in one paragraph, and like I don't know, it was a lot easier for me as a person who's like super anxious. So like I felt bad that I would only reply once a day, but in the end it was like a good thing because I guess it was like, oh, I guess he's like invested enough to do that. Like,
we're both busy, you know, as adults. We're both busy with our lives. We can't expect to be talking to every single like random person. But I don't know, I'm very picky.
So bad. Oh yeah. Oh my god, be picky. Do it.
People have standards.
Yes, have standards. Do not just take in any random Discord kitten, you know, like have someone you can have paragraph conversations
What's a Discord
with, you know? You don't know what Discord kitten is?
No.
Chat. I don't know if chat is better at explaining what a Discord kitten is.
All right. Well,
can you Google it? I feel like you should Google it.
Okay. Well, maybe later. We'll move on right now.
You're gonna Google it later, and you're gonna love it.
Oh, okay. Will I? Anyway.
No, you'll hate it.
The stream is called Tea Time with Juby, and I wanted that to be kind of like a little reference to your podcast that you did with Rachie and Anthong. You're like a tea time. I was like, well, tea time with Rachie. What? Juby. Sorry.
It was a really good time. We I don't know. I kind of was like lazy.
Were you? I don't think lazy people start a podcast.
Like I was feeling lazy, and I was like, you know what? I have extra time, and like I feel like we've always wanted to like do kind of recorded content. And so like we would kind of rotate topics each week of like things we just wanted to like rant about or like talk deeply about.
Yeah.
It was good. It helped. It definitely helped me at least talk through some of like, I don't know, it would be struggles and like things that I had overcome. Same with Rachie, and then you know Anthong would talk about gotcha. But it was good. It was a very fun time. it does take a lot of effort though.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, I didn't watch these when they came out, but I kind of like watched them more recently, and I was like, wow, you know what? If I had watched these like before, I probably would have gotten like, I don't know, not to be like, I don't want this to sound rude, but I would have been like, oh, you guys are people. You guys are real people. You're not just some like
God, am I people?
You're not just some unapproachable like figure on the internet. You guys, you know, like, I don't know, it felt like really nice in a way because I could like relate to what you guys were talking about, and I was like, oh my god, you guys, like, you don't just sing. You have things going on in life.
I appreciate that a lot. I think it was definitely a time in which like we had kind of I don't know, felt a little detached from like the changing community, because like, yeah, definitely during that time things had been very tumultuous, and like we were all definitely living at home, and like things are hard. But yeah, it was like a really fun, cool way to like, you know, literally sit down with a cup of tea and just kind of,
what's it really,
you
tea
know,
though?
We tried. I tried. The other people
cooling them
shall
out.
not be named. Did not get their tea in order, but it was fine. It was a good relaxing time. Maybe we always meant to someday at least do an extra episode, just because like I don't know, especially like I had planned for it to be like for 2 years or so, because like it's hard to do that like extensively. But yeah, I do wish we had like a more definitive final thing.
Episode. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was fun. I enjoyed being able to put something out there that was like not just music content.
Yeah. Well, I really enjoyed them. Like years after, I was like, I love this podcast. I would really recommend if anyone wants to just like listen to a chill, relatable podcast where absolutely nobody self-deprecates themselves. What? How do you pronounce that word?
No one is depressed ever. Yeah. No one is dealing with depression.
Then that's the podcast for you.
It sounds like the setup to a bad joke where it's like 3 different mental illnesses walk into a room and make a podcast.
But no, like I remember because like I was listening, and there was like the one topic about like monetizing your hobbies or keeping things for yourself, and like how your perspective changes once it becomes a job. And I was just like, oh my god, that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Oh god. And it's like, it's still like a thing that we talk about, because it's like, I don't know, like, I'm approaching 30, and it's like I'm really trying to find hobbies that I keep to myself, that I'm not going to make a cent off of, and like I'm able to like, I don't know, just enjoy for myself, because like the hustle is out there. The hustle culture is like, I feel like, I hate to say that, like being on YouTube has really like made that like more of my life than I wanted it to be. And like it does kind of make things difficult to enjoy, because it's like, yeah, I love Vocaloid music, but like if I hear a new Vocaloid song, there is that automatic thought that pops into my head, like, should I cover this? If I cover this, will people hate me? Will I get money? Will I not get money? Will I die? Like, it's like, no, I want the first thought that pops in my head to be, wow, I love Vocaloid music. Like,
yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, that's the thing, like, I really enjoy streaming now, because so much of my work, like drawing, is like such a solitary activity. So I like streaming to have like the banter with people who want to watch it, and it's like gaming as well. I like having the like, I don't know, just the chat there to kind of like rift, what's the word? I don't know, to kind of just like add on to conversation, and it's fun. But I'm also like, oh god, all of my hobbies are also like being shown to people. It's like, do I have any like real world me time? No, because like I also put on like a bunch of projects, like even this as like, but I enjoy this. This is like a good excuse to spend time with people.
And I think that's also completely valid, you know? Like, if you're able to make a boundary in which you're able to do something that is slightly more public and a bit more project-based, like if you're able to have the boundary of that, but also be like, I get enjoyment just from being able to complete something like this, and like, that's the enjoyment. Like, I think that's perfect. Like, once numbers and like things come in, like, and they start getting in the way, like that, I think it's difficult, you know? It's like, it's really difficult.
Because like, as much as people don't want to be like, don't worry about numbers, like that is something that you can't help but like think about.
It's all around us. Yeah. Like,
social media brain.
Yeah, I mean, social media is such like a pervasive part of our lives, and also so is like work culture. So it's like, yeah, of course you feel like this need to like make everything a meaningful step in your career, or like not to be in my anti-capitalist mode, but like not everything has to be like a part of the hustle. But I feel like generations before us, and even our generation, is very much like subtly being like, oh no, this is what matters. The things with the numbers go to the top, you know? It's like, I don't know. I feel like social media and things like that are just never really going to be designed to like encourage people to do things like for the love of it, you know?
Yeah. Because everyone, like, even if you do genuinely enjoy it, it's like, if you post pics or it didn't happen, right?
Exactly. It's like,
I know.
Oh my
I have
God.
such like an admiration for people who don't like use any social media. I'm like, oh my god, what is your life? How does your life feel like? Because I'm so online.
I'm so chronically online, and like I feel like I'm really trying to like pull back, and I've never really truly been like as online as other people, and I understand that, or I have to understand that, because like I think there's this really pervasive idea that like me being an internet figure means that I am always plugged in and I should always know everything that's happening around me, or else like it's like irresponsible or something. And it's like I genuinely have a timer on my Twitter app where it will open, it'll ask me, do you really want to open Twitter right now? Because like I think things like social media tend to like, they have a use, like I have to have them for like my quote unquote job, but at the same time, like I'm not gonna get into it on the weekends, man. Like I am not gonna be deep diving into all the drama or all the new things that are happening. It's like,
you know what? I love that for you.
It's not necessary.
Unfortunately, I am not so strong.
You know, I'm really trying, because like personally, like this is a personal thing where like it has brought me genuinely, and it's gonna sound so silly, but it has brought me trauma, and it's like it does make my life a little worse scrolling. And it's just like, until I'm able to like better balance my life in some way, or balance that like mental illness, like, you know, I obviously talk about it with my therapist, and you know, it's like, yeah, you have to like boundary when you're like this connected in, but like again, this is a very personal thing, so I'm like, not everyone should have timers. That's totally fine.
Yeah. Not everyone is a niche micro celebrity online. Like you are, in a way.
I appreciate it. It's an abstract place that I found myself in. But I'm growing plants now, and that's
not even like virtual plants, real plants.
No, real plants, not virtual plants. They're so good, I can touch them. And they do die.
That's lovely. We'll all become plant moms at some point. Let's move on because we are hitting the 2-hour mark and we still have so many questions and you have something to go to afterwards. But like, let me know when we need to wrap up. Do you have like another hour?
Yeah. Yeah. I probably got like 30, 40 minutes. Is that good?
Okay. We will rush. All right. I'm going to show you something which is like sort of a surprise. So this is the thing I mentioned. You're gonna have to watch this yourself because I will not give you the audio for it. Okay. Here you go.
Wait. Oh my God. What in God's name?
Okay. Tell me when you play the video. Okay. I'll just try to play it at the same time.
Play this.
Play?
Joey sounds so... Yep.
Oh, I muted it. I muted it.
Sorry,
People can't even...
Here, we'll play it again.
No.
We'll play it again.
We're older.
Okay. Okay, it's playing.
Okay.
Rachie.
Cool.
Hi. I was just wondering, now that we're
Sounds
older,
so tired.
was there anything outside of the Vocaloid or weeb sphere that you've always wanted to do that you haven't done yet, maybe? Something outside of music? Like, I don't know, like a D&D podcast or something? Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. She couldn't even ask me that herself. What a coward.
No. I actually asked her. I was like, could you maybe do something for me as a favor?
You had like a good question too. Wow. Dang. Something that I wanted. I feel like outside. So as I mentioned, we're finally like, because we have a small backyard. And like I've never really last year we tried to replace some plants that died. And like we've really spent a year studying like how to keep plants alive. And yeah, we're finally starting to we built a raised bed.
Oh my God. Wait, just 1 second.
To, like...
I did not turn off my alert box sound and like Kamaida is laughing.
Oh my God.
Kamaida is laughing. Thank you, EdgeCon, for the super chat. Seeing this in my feed gave me nostalgia. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, incredible.
Yes.
But yeah, we're finally about to like plant some things. So like I've always wanted to like have a really like nice flower garden and actually try to raise some butterflies, because like I thought that was always really cool as a kid. Yeah, because like there's like a whole like setup you can have, but like also I wanted to make sure like we could grow some like native butterfly weed or milkweed. So like that's something they like eat and everything. Yeah, that they eat, and then like they lay their eggs on it, and then like you can steal those eggs for yourself. No, but yeah, I think it's really cool, and like it's something that like I can just enjoy and like not think about deeply. Yeah,
that sounds awesome. I don't know why I'm stupid. I was like, raising a butterfly, what do? Keep him in a cage? Like,
you get the eggs, and then like you have to feed them like a little bit of milkweed at the bottom, and then they'll like get into the chrysalis. And yeah, I think it's really cool because like it's something I always liked like as a kid. But like Like we had butterflies in our garden growing up, but like, boy, do those little caterpillars eat that stuff. They chomp it away, man. So I'm just gonna get a bunch. So yeah, that's something outside of the internet and Vocaloid that I'd always wanted to do, and we're gonna buy the plant zoo, so that's gonna be cool.
Sweet. All right, let's move on to the second surprise, I suppose, or third. What does this make this technically?
Oh my god!
All right, here's the link.
Oh my god! Son of a bitch.
So whenever you're ready to
Another
play,
coward.
just let me know. Just let me know when you're ready to play it.
Okay, I'm playing.
Surprise, bitch! It's me.
God damn it!
But you didn't see this coming, huh? Yeah, but you didn't. First off, I'd like to publicly and vocally, first off, just say how proud I am of you and how far you've come in life. Me and you, we're both really close in age, and you've just accomplished so much, and it always astounds me when you do, like, another amazing grand thing on top of what you already have done. It's just incredible. It's like, wow, what will she think of next? No, but seriously, I love you so much, and I'm super happy that I not only get to work with you on various projects, but I'm also very happy that I get to know you as a person. 'Cause you're a wonderful human being, and I'm so glad that we met. Okay, enough of the sappy stuff. Now for the question. I know so much has been already asked of you in regards to like music and your favorites and singing and voice acting and everything else that you've done. But what I want to know is this: what have you accomplished recently in your life that you are most proud of?
Dang it!
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So like basically I asked Rachie and Anton, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna have Juby on. Would you guys mind like recording something? And then like it's so funny because Rachie recorded like 20 seconds and then Anton had this like 2-minute clip.
Yes, exactly. Yep, you get it now. God, that was so nice. Damn. Makes me a little emotional. Something I'm proud of. I don't know. I think like obviously like we share a lot of things in our little chat about stuff because like life is hard. And they probably already know this, but like I've been really trying like in the last 2 years to like just like I don't know, overcome a lot of like fears, and like I moved out, I like, you know, got a relationship which happened, and like I think I feel probably most proud of like not even, you know, so much of the actions, but like the fact that like I feel like I achieved the personhood, the normal personhood that like I felt like I just never could, because like I always felt like I was kind of doomed to stay inside like my tiny box, but at least like it was kind of like I felt like I was cursed with like the only good thing in my life being the YouTube thing, and like that being good made everything else kind of like maybe not as necessary, but it was nice to know that like I too could be a person.
Yeah.
So that was really nice.
Oh, that's very sweet. All right, you know what?
Yeah.
Juby, there's a follow-up.
Oh my god.
So here you go. Let me know when you're ready to play.
What did I do? Okay, fine. 3, 2, 1, I'll play.
I see.
What?
Wow, that's incredible. Or I'm sorry that happened. not sure what response to give to this. So, you can just like cut that in or let Juby listen to the whole thing. But bonus surprise follow-up questions. What is something big or small that you hope to accomplish in about a year or so? And also, if you could go back in time and talk to yourself to when you were a kid, what's one piece of advice you would give your childlike self?
Oh my god.
All right, I love you so much, Juby. You're amazing, and you are my everything, and you are my sweet, 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 sweet woman. Don't let Chris know.
Oh, that's great. So, okay, what were the questions? I'm dead. That was incredible.
I think it was like, what do you see yourself doing in a year, and what would you tell your younger self?
Oh my god! In a year, I hope that like I.
Thank you, Anthong.
I don't know. Yeah, thank you. I would have never seen that as a follow-up ever. In a year, I hope to continue to be doing, you know, maybe just an increment better. That would be amazing. Like just feel like I've moved up one space in my
just
mental health journey. That would be cool. Yeah, like I am not looking for like crazy high aspirations, you know, like I'm even okay like staying at this level. But yeah, I hope my journey is like at least one increment higher or closer to what I hope I can be. All
right, everyone.
Yeah,
if you want to support Juby and get her one increment higher, you gotta go support her on Patreon.
One increment higher, baby. Let's go. Pay for my therapy.
At least one more patron.
Who knows? I've got a couple things lined up for this year, so my mental health journey is about to take a bit of a crazy turn. So
wow.
Yeah, that's come crazy. But I think also for my younger self, I think it's complicated because like I know my younger self was a very angry little gremlin, but like I think something that I would have wanted them to know would be like that you don't have to only find worth in like being useful to other people. I think finding your worth in different ways is totally fine. But yeah, that's a complicated one.
I'd say that's pretty solid advice.
That's solid. You know what? Advice for anyone of any age. It's okay to not just be a useful person. Like being a tool is cool, but like find some other ways too, you know.
Being a tool is cool. Your third single on the next album.
You know, that's just that's the life of, you know, a person with low self-worth, man. Like being of use is like somehow like the pinnacle of like living, and it's like that shouldn't be. That should not be it, man. You are not a gardening tool. Like they're very useful though, so
oh my god, Dan with the but try not to be a fool. Oh my god, we're writing lyrics here.
Oh my god, feet song.
Let's move on. No more fee. So, as well as singing, people might know you from voice acting work in animes and some games. So I'm just wondering, what are some of your favorite animes, manga? And we have a little collage here, which we'll go through pretty quickly.
Easy. Gakuen Babysitters. Amazing. Incredible. What did they do? They made a little babysitting club at their school, and it's perfect and cute. And I watch it when life is difficult, because babies are easy, but they're not in reality. Oresama Teacher was also like, yeah, that creator also did Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun, which is probably my favorite thing I will ever have worked on in my life, because literally the audition for it was a complete surprise. They handed me a script. I basically chewed them out in the studio being like, I am the #1 fan. Why did you not tell me I was auditioning for this today? And I told them a bunch of weeb facts, and then they're like, okay, cool, can we do the thing now? And I was like, yes. That was the greatest moment of my life. I was so nervous for the entirety of the show. But it was great. It was a very fun time. And yeah, actually the engineer that worked on that is a very good friend, and he helped mix the original song. So that was very cool. Yeah, shout out to Ricardo. And love Cardcaptor Sakura. That was like my very first, like I watched it in elementary, and like I think I had a huge crush on Shaoran. And like even growing up now, I'm like truly an incredible dynamic. Silly happy girl and angry little baby gremlin, just really great. One Piece, shout out, amazing. Rewatching it right now, still holds up. Kogami from Psycho-Pass, I think I just threw that on there because that is that's my personality.
Okay, so wait, I just wanted to like do a little tangent because I've watched like some of your past streams, and like somebody asked you who your waifu or husbando was, and you said this guy, and so like I have like a slide for you.
Yes, incredible. Truly incredible.
You also mentioned Makoto. So like what possibly attracted you to Makoto?
To the two most opposite characters in the world. Oh my god. I feel like Makoto started out as like a joke, and then it wasn't a joke. And then I was like, oh no, I have a little pillow of him now. Just incredible. He's like he basically was a himbo before himbos, you know? just a all-around great guy, stupid, very nice to his siblings, you know, everything you could hope for.
That's right. He's a good boyfriend.
Anyway, we love animation. God,
I had to include this one as a gift because I was like, okay, he's like,
I appreciate.
There's like some similarity between these two going on.
Is there? Is there? I think it's because I really, you know, I've got some strong opinions about like content for like the female crowd, and like I always feel like a lot of like, you know, male designs they lack a little bit of oomph, you know, and it's like I don't know,
being in the chest area.
Is it in the chest area? It is odd because as a person, I don't even really care about like abs and stuff, but there was just something so appealing about like them giving like men characters like nipples. Like what a revelation.
Unfortunately, these two both don't have nipples. I can see
okay, we're not gonna go there right now. We're not getting into this territory.
Juby, I know the next song. Anime men nipples.
Give anime boys nipple. Men can lactate too.
No, should be.
Equal rights for all the boys.
Oh god. All right, let's move on. Let's move on quickly now. So, I was wondering, so any particular voice actors that might inspire you?
I obviously we know. I wonder if you can tell why I like the particular gentleman in the upper left. Can we tell which role? Probably like as a shoujo fan, deeply. Ouran Host Club was everything to me. But no, just as a voice actor, he is very good. He I finally saw like Steins Gate, and like I think it's really funny how you can truly tell that like he really like adds things to the script. Like that, I feel like a director couldn't. You could not direct a man to do this. And he's just flamboyant and great in real life. Maya Sakamoto, I literally grew up listening to her because my older brother was a huge Maya Sakamoto Yoko Kanno fan. And we would just hear her albums in the car every day, which is odd because, being a weeb in like 2005 was different. But she's great. Also in Ouran Host Club.
Wow, it's amazing. I had no idea that. Well, I guess I kind of knew, but like they have had decades of just work. In this industry,
like insane. I feel like a lot of really established voice actors, like you'll be able to find them going back so far, and you're just like, wow, they kind of look eternal, even. Like they sound eternal and they look eternal. And for obvious reasons, Luffy from One Piece, I don't even have to get into that. Like probably the coolest grandma you'd ever have in your life. There's a really random movie that I found that I had to, it was even difficult to pirate it because I had to find the subtitle files separate because it was a specific Japanese movie about voice acting that starred basically the voice actor for Eren Yeager, Yuki Kaji, and like him teaching like a bunch of silly like teenagers how to voice act. And like they brought in her as like the pizza man, the magical pizza man that would wink and disappear. It was amazing.
That sounds
incredible
so fun.
movie.
I'll have to
very
do that
silly,
later.
But, it is the most insane thing, and it has so many voice actors that you're just like, wow, these people are weird. And I love it. But yeah, that's my spiel.
That's great. I mean, well, I have a question. How did you get your first professional voice acting role, and what was it? Is it actually one of these that is on screen right now?
I realize how much leg is showing. In fact, feet showing. But
oh god. Oh, okay, I'm a censor it.
No, technically, the first thing, I don't even know if I was ever even credited for it because I was just sitting on the couch and they were like, "Hey, we need like a female voice for like 2 lines." And like it was a shoujo anime that I'd actually read called Special A. And I don't even know what I was. Special A was great. I feel like the anime was like really low budget. But I was over the moon. I was like, you don't understand. I've read this manga. But essentially the reason I was even on the couch was because one of my sisters was like a cosplayer, and she was invited to a convention, and like in the green room she talked to a director from Sentai, and we didn't know, but Sendai's in the city that we're in. And we were like, oh my God. And so he was like, yeah, you have like a theater degree, like come down anytime. And she was like, yeah, cool. She didn't follow up. One of my other sisters followed up because all of us have done theater. And so like, I think I was 17. So I wasn't quite old enough to like do anything, but like, I just desperately wanted to sit in the studio. So I would just like sit there and watch and like dig my fingers in and be like, good. Because it was like, I don't know, I couldn't sleep. Like it was like that intense of a feeling. Like I was just like, I have to be there. Like
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. I was kind of just thrown into it, and I never looked back. And that was, again, my YouTube channel was not like a thing. So I think a lot of people like assume like I started voice acting because like I had like a YouTube career, but like that both things were very separate. But yeah, that's that. I see you censored the feet.
Yeah, I did censor the feet. People asked me to. But we're gonna move on. Because I think you only have like 20 minutes left, so we should get through these last questions.
Oh my God. That's my fault for talking about feet.
Yeah, that feet section was really long. Anyway, what have been some of your standout roles? And I already know who it is, so I'm gonna just play this clip right now. And you can like,
Yeah,
that's the one where you're in the booth.
Oh no!
I don't. Is it? Yeah, it's audible.
What's this all about? Maybe he saw how excited I was about the bike, so he's going out of his way to make it happen.
Do you need me to like censor you?
No. I was right out of high school.
Anyway,
Oh wow,
No, that was really funny scene. Oh my God, so seriously.
maybe I'm standing up.
Oh my God, I
I
live like this, don't I?
I remember because
definitely sweating.
I asked you, do they like tell you in advance that they're gonna film you?
Absolutely not. No. They literally throw a GoPro in there and say, "Hey, can we do this real quick?" And I say, "Okay, all right, let's do that." One time, I came in and like they were doing like a fully like true interview style thing that is on their YouTube, and like that day it was like the hottest day in summer, and like the car that I was driving had no AC, so I had like heat stroke when I went in.
Oh
It was very funny.
No, it probably wasn't at the time.
It wasn't funny, but it was very funny.
I mean, you've
Oh my
done quite a couple of roles. I mean, I've only put in some of the pictures here, but yeah.
Oh
Do you
my
have any particular ones that like stand out to you?
So I think it's funny that a lot of people don't like. I thought Tamako Market was like a huge like Kyo Annie standout, but I guess that was just for me because I thought it was like the best show ever. But I got to be the friend in that, and it was probably the most like right behind Nozaki-kun, probably the most excited I've been like in a booth. And like I still think back to that. I'm like, dang, am I like one of the only people that like know about this anime? Because like it's beautiful, like it still holds up. But like so good. Did do Bang Dream. They still didn't do the first season, so technically only second season Bang Dream.
That's really
Also-
weird. Is it because like in season 2 they
it's
switched
really-
like art styles or something?
Yeah, I think it's got to be something with like the studio, because I wonder wonder if they changed studios and then like to get the license, they would have to like go to the other people. But I have no idea how that works.
They're like pirate the first season and then buy out second season.
Pirate the first season. Then there's a second season, which I think is so funny because like the first season's in 2D and the second season is using 3D. But like I don't know, I think people like over hate on 3D. Like I think if it's done right, especially with the amount of like instruments in that series, I think it makes sense. Because if you've ever watched an anime where they don't quite have the budget for a person to like play the guitar, it's different. Also, fun fact, the role in the bottom right corner, that entire series was like, they'd never done it before where like two people be in the booth at the same time to record.
Oh, right, because like that show only really has like two main characters, right?
Yeah, it's mainly the two girls, and so like we both kind of, it was a big enough studio where they put kind of like a divider between us, but like it was kind of cool because it was like I've never like recorded with another person, another actor being there, so it was like I felt like it was a lot easier to like be conversational. But yeah, that was really cool. I wish they do that more.
Before we move on, I just want to shout out to World God Only Knows because I enjoyed that.
I love World God Only Knows. I have binged it so much in my life. Like, it's that perfect in between of like, oh, I know this is not high art, but this is great. Like,
I don't know, it's like
the girl.
I've never really been that interested, I guess, in harem kind of shows, but like I don't know, Well, God Only Knows kind of slaps. Apart from like when it goes like not good, but you know, the beginning is very good.
Well, you know. Yeah, well, I think in the end, did he choose one of the first girls? I think it was the
I don't know.
Girl.
I don't think it was the
but yeah.
Spoilers for World God Only Knows. I think does he choose her friend? The sporty girl's friend.
Oh God.
I don't even know.
The sporty girl.
Like I didn't read the end of the manga, but like my sister was like, "Oh yeah, it gets really complicated because like Elsie is actually evil," and I was like, "What?
Wait, what?
Right?" So like, huh? So I don't know. I haven't read that, so whatever. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Yeah, you're right. Moving on.
So this is your first video game role, I believe.
Yeah.
So you want to talk a little bit about the difference between a video game and like anime dubbing?
Yeah. So in anime dubbing, you tend to be given, well, for none of the things that I do, I'm never given like a script in advance. So it's a lot of what they call cold reading. So they basically have like two screens. One screen has the anime with a time code on it, and the other screen tends to have like an Excel document with like the script and the time codes. And like I tend to not read the time codes and just kind of go off of the Japanese. But when it comes to video games, you don't get visuals. So actually, when I auditioned, I was given like a packet of paper. On the front, it had his little image right there, and just kind of like some of the written lines. And I also had never done a little boy voice. So I was like, well, this isn't gonna work out. Like I was like, okay, y'all must have given me the wrong script here. But it worked out, and in the end, for the entirety of the recording, I only really had that image to go off of. They don't give you any visuals. They kind of, especially with the way we do it, there's you've got one director that's there in person and another that's kind of like on a Skype call. So like they can hear, like be in your ear. And like they'll kind of explain to you like in this scene blah 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 is happening. And they'll play like the Japanese line, and then they give you a beep, and you do 2 versions of each line.
Yeah.
And it kind of just goes like that for like forever. The best parts are honestly at the very end, where all you have to do is a bunch of like impact, like if it's a fighting game,
like that kind of thing.
Exactly. And it's like, thank you. And yeah, it was really fun. I was really worried the whole time because I was like, I don't know how to keep up a little boy voice. But he was probably the sweetest, most adorable little boy I could ever voice act. So it was an honor.
I mean,
he just loves cooking.
I haven't played the game yet, but I will. And if I do, I'll play it in English, and I'll be like, "That's Juby."
He loves cooking. He's so sweet.
Are there any like dream roles or dream franchises you want to voice act in? I know it's like a hard question because people are like, you shouldn't dream for a particular role.
I know, it's so hard.
And I feel like you fulfilled it with like Sakura, but Chio, I mean,
yes.
But like
I was really happy with that. But yeah, absolutely. Like if I could even be a background in One Piece someday, I think that's like probably like my final bucket list is just like I've watched One Piece like my entire life. And like I don't know, it's one of the few that like still is in recording. Because it's like, yeah, a lot of things are already done. If I could go back, God, I would love to be the background of Cardcaptor Sakura. But yeah, my dream roles tend to be like backgrounds and like just things that I really like that are dear to like my heart. So yeah, that's all I can hope for.
All right, moving on. Let's see, what questions can I ask? Oh, how about this one? Do you have any advice for anyone who's interested in entering the professional or indie voice acting space, or anyone who wants to get started with singing, maybe?
I would say for voice acting, I think one of the common things that people tend to forget is that it is acting. Like a lot of people think it's like, oh, you can do like a voice, like a Darth Vader voice, or like you're really good at impressions. But like, I think people kind of belittle the fact that it is also like acting. So like, I think it's good advice to, you know, go take classes, go be a part of like some type of like theater project, and like, you know, learn the acting side. Because genuinely, like a lot of the people that are able to get in are a part of the theater community in the local area. And yeah, it's just that's part of voice acting. Also it's I wouldn't consider it a if you're getting into it for the money, you might be a bit disappointed. So yeah, and the same with singing. I think it's always good advice to, you know, at least like even once or twice meet with like a vocal teacher, because it's like they're going to be able to tell you like kind of the muscles that you want to be using, the posture you want to be having, because it's literally a set of muscles, and you don't want to hurt yourself, which is very easy to do. So that's my solid advice.
Well, thank you. We're entering our like wrapping up section, I mean, but we're gonna like speed run this because we have a lot to get through, and I wanna get some like audience questions that were sent in. But yeah, do you have any questions for me?
I feel like I asked you before, but also because I asked you if you had figures. Do you
well,
do you have a body pillow?
I do.
Yes.
So like,
Wait, is it of what I think it is?
well, okay, let me explain. So
Let me explain.
I drew my own ducky pillowcase cover of Komaeda and Hinata from Danganronpa. They're on like one side each, right?
Oh
But
my
I also have a Hinata and Komaeda Dakimakura that was drawn by an artist called Nato. They're not active anymore. I'm so sorry, people. But yeah, I only have one pillow though, so like only one cover gets to get used.
That's really sad.
It's not really.
Hey, maybe someday. It's not?
It's not really that sad. I mean, like, my bed is like a single bed, so there's only so much space that can be put for a pillow. But, like, it's actually really comfortable to hug, I would say.
Oh, you know what? That's an endorsement for body pillow.
Yeah, it is. I got it from, like, Kmart or something.
Oh my god. You know what? I've always believed in them.
It's not safe. I mean, it's safe for work. It's safe for work, so it's fine.
Like I think having a classy body pillow is just kind of like it's the mood. It's 2023. Get over it, guys.
Exactly. It's comfort.
Like,
It's a.
we're free.
Wait, do you have a Dakimakura then?
I only have the head, so he's sadly in my closet.
Oh my god!
I would love to take him out again.
Don't take that out of context, everybody.
I only have his head. What happened to the rest of him? You'll never know.
Yeah. Got a dead body in the closet. I knew it.
Oh, that'd be crazy. That'd be what crazy people do. I'm definitely 100% sane.
All right, moving on. I have a question for you from our previous guest, Snow, who is also like a voice actress. She has done work for the Danganronpa fan project and other things as well. So she's in the chat right now. So hi, Snow.
Oh my god,
she said, "Hi, Juby. That's wild that you're after me in terms of like guest order. You've been a major inspiration to me and helped me get to where I am today. I can't thank you enough." So we're both voice actors, and I'm sure there are many characters, genres, and franchises that we would both love to voice in one day. However, my question is a little bit different. What is a character, genre, or franchise that you would not want to do? Thank you so much beforehand for answering, and thank you for making my teenage years better.
Oh, so nice, thank you. Oh my god, I am honored to be asked by a fellow voice actor. That is a really interesting question because, like, I think, especially like the more projects I've been a part of, I think the only times or genres that I've like considered not doing, tend to be on the more like I'm fine with like ecchi and things because it's like fun. They actually give you the option to like have a fake name and stuff, but like I don't remember if I mentioned it with you, but it was a weird one that I auditioned for, and I don't remember. Yeah, it was like a death game, and it was like weird. It wasn't fun, ecchi content. It was like, oh, this feels bad. It was like torturous a little bit. It was torture porn. And I was like, well, one, screaming is tiring. But also like it just I don't know. I think that was the first time that I had like considered like, well, if I do get this, then like I might like put a different name just because like I don't know, man. This feels weird.
This isn't going on your resume.
Not gonna go on the res. Like it was just like, and like I feel like I've watched and like consumed a lot of like anime content, like, it's just like it's that rare one that comes along and you're like, wow, this feels bad, man. But you know, my second category would have to be like something like something that's like really long form where it's got like 100 episodes. Like, to be honest, I think it can be difficult to like plan like vacations or like time away, because it's
but
like
you would do it for One Piece.
Oh my god, I would do it for One Piece in a second. Like, I would do it for One Piece at any point in my life. But like, I think it's like I have actually had to book flights home immediately so that I could come back for like redos of lines that usually take like a minute. And like, I can't imagine what people have to do. Like I would hope that a lot of the people that like do DBZ like are like, I don't know, well regarded enough to like be told ahead of time, like,
right,
if they can like, you know, go on a trip or like see family. Like, but yeah, that it gets a little dicey with your plans, you know.
All right.
But yeah, that was a very good question.
Thank you, Snow. All right. Well, with the mention of guests, I'm going to now reveal our. Oh wait, I completely skipped the audience questions. We gotta do that first. All right. We're gonna take some questions from the audience that were submitted. So the first one, I'm gonna skip the ones that we've already kind of mentioned. So let's see. Do you know what this one is? By Ekoroshia. Hi, JubyPhonic. What if you did an English cover of a less well-known Vocaloid song, like, you know, Thirsty by khee, or What Can We Do by Daijobuki?
Oh, I don't know about Thirsty.
Thirsty sounds a little...
Why
is their name khee?
That sounds perfect. Thirsty? By what is it?
By khee.
Wait, hiki. Wait.
I don't know what song this is.
Okay, Nodo ga kawaku. I do not know this one, but yeah, I would always be down to. Yeah. Oh, this one's old. Oh, this is from 2009.
Are you still doing the thing where patrons can like vote for songs that you do? Because like, if so, hey, you should go support Juby on Patreon.
I have considered redoing a bit of my Patreon. I do like a cover every month of just like a one shot cover. It's been a while since I've like done like voting. But I need to revamp my Patreon.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah, I'd absolutely do old songs. Yes.
Okay, so from Super Space Raptor, which anime do you connect with the most on an emotional level?
Oh man, that's hard.
And is it One Piece?
And it isn't One Piece. Okay, fair. I feel like emotionally, like a lot of older animes have like really hit hard. I think the most recent one that hit me was probably Bocchi the Rock. For many reasons.
We can actually go to that because someone asked a question about Bocchi. Where the heck is you keep answering. I'll just find it.
Yeah, Bocchi the Rock is basically about, you know, a girl who is a very, very socially anxious girl who has like a secret persona of doing guitar covers online. But then it's like her making friends and joining this band with a couple friends. Well, and it's painfully relatable. I know, and I was like, I think my dad called me. He was like, "Have you seen this anime I've been watching?" And it's like weirdly, really, really similar. Like, I was like, "Don't even." And like I think it was a fun ride, but then in the end I was like, wow, this actually hit me emotionally when like they played a cover of an Asian Kung Fu Generation song that I had actually listened to a lot in middle school, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna cry. Because like she had started making friends, and I was like, oh man, this is This is getting too relatable now. They need to stop.
All right, let's continue because we gotta wrap it up quickly as we can. So Uni says, Juby has been my inspiration for a long time now. I'm so happy I can finally ask her a question. You're very talented, amazing voice actress and singer, Juby. It may not be that blah, 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 but have you watched Butchie the Rock? If you did, what is your most favorite song from the series and a song you might cover in the future? Please? Crying emoji?
Oh my gosh. Please crying emoji. Well, obviously I like the cover they did of that other song that they covered. But I think I really like I think their ending song changes once in a while, but I remember really liking one of them. So I would definitely be interested in either covering their cover of that other song or one of the ending songs, because I think it's a really sweet series.
I'm so sorry, Uni. We can only have time for one of your questions, but thank you very much. I hope that was a good one. We're gonna go to this funny one, which is right above it, from XXS. I thought it said homophobic, not JubyPhonic, and it's like we were laughing about this earlier because we were like, have people mistaken your name a ton? Can you like share some of the examples?
Well, homophobic is perfect. I've gotten JudyPhonic, JubyPhobic. I've gotten very interesting spellings of my name. The thing is that I never correct anyone because honestly, like even my normal name, people will like get wrong a lot. Like I told you, like in orders, and it's like I'm happy to just be called. I'm happy to be referred to.
Yes,
as long as it's
that
positive.
one over there, Juby. They're like, that's me.
That's me. Being called Jail is also cool, so I ain't gonna fault that girl for that.
Somebody here, so Spotty Lottie says you voiced Kitty White, so that's Hello Kitty, right? I didn't know Hello Kitty had like a name.
She actually has a last name. She has I think a non-binary boyfriend. She also has a twin. I learned a lot.
Whoa.
And it was for one DVD by Sentai. So I think I'm technically quote the latest Hello Kitty. But yeah, if you like Hello Kitty and like learning about colors, that's the thing you
That's the show for you.
The show for you. Learn your colors.
Okay, let's keep going.
Hey, I ain't gonna fault no one.
Rye Fanger, big Juby fan. She's awesome. My question:
No!
What is something that you're
I know,
looking
Rye
forward
Fangor.
to? A project, a vacation, anything at all? Thanks and take care.
Oh, thank you, Reifengor. I see these little bitches in my Twitch. They're around. They mouth off at me. But yeah, I love y'all. I am looking forward to we might be going on a cruise in the winter, and I'm really excited about that. It's not like it's not gonna be like a super fancy one, but like I like just being able to like eat and sleep and be away. You know?
Sounds like the life. I hope they give you cheese.
I love yes, oh my god, endless cheese. I love buffets. I love sleeping. Yeah, I'm super looking forward to that.
Thank you for the question. Next we got My Name's Raph. Friendly hello. Hi, Juby.
That's another one.
Have you ever had boba before? If so, do you recommend I try one for myself? Just try one boba?
Oh my god. One boba. Raph, come on. Yeah, I have boba like every day of my life. What? All I do is go to boba shops and like work on lyrics. Like that's all I do.
I see.
So yeah, I think you should get one boba, cut it in half with a knife and fork, and try it for yourself.
What kind of boba tea flavor do you like the most?
Oh man, I'm basic. I love the brown sugar milk tea.
Good choice.
I love
All right.
that sugar, man.
We're moving on from Sura Ellis. I know you. Hello. As someone who listens to your Lemon English cover all the time, how did it feel when you first realized you had fans who are deeply in love with your music? That's a very sweet comment.
Aw. I was first. I was scared. Because I was like, oh no, I'm interacting with people in some sort of way. But it was really exciting. It was really I don't know what that feeling would be when you get like goosebumps. Like, I don't know. It gave me the feeling of like, wow, I'm really here. Like, I'm really like doing something that like, I guess matters to someone in some way, and that was a really cool and nice feeling.
Thank you. We're gonna move on to the next.
Then I ate more food.
You ate more food?
Probably. And then I ate more cheese.
More cheese. Good advice. So we're gonna like kind of skip this question, but I do like the idea that you have a team. Do you have a team that takes care of translations? Juby, do you have a team working for you?
I wish I had a team, man. That'd be so cool. I have a little volunteer team that does little subtitles for videos, and I think that's really cool. But beyond that, no, it's just I try to do a lot of what I do on my own. And if not, I have like lists and lists of people to like ask favors from. I've gone on Fiverr to get translations. I've gone before Skeb was a thing, going, you know, I had lists of like Twitter artists to reach out to. It's it's a bit of a project managing type thing more and more over the years, but we make things work. My mom used to answer emails.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Zetas.
And even she was like, I need templates. And I was like, here's some templates.
Thank you, Zetas, for your
But
question.
yeah,
I like Soup.
Yeah.
Soup's name. I love your music. Here's my question. What made you make covers? We kind of already covered that, so we're gonna move on. Thank you. Sour Patch Kid says, no question, but Khee and Juby feels like the crossover of the century. Wow, I feel so honored to be like considered like notable enough.
No, you are. You're notable in my life.
Oh, wow. Wow. Thanks,
Wow. Of course. It's true though.
Oh, you too. You have a big impact on my life too. All right, we're gonna like skip this one because I don't actually understand what that question is asking. Naren says, "What character do you like in Danganronpa?" So you played the second game only, right?
Yes.
Do you like Komaeda?
I like Komaeda quite a bit.
Yeah!
I said that is a chaotic
All right, that's all I
bitch.
need to know. We're moving on.
And then Sonya, but you know.
Oh, great. Okay. Mona White says, such an amazing singer. Just one question. Are you planning to make any more original music?
Yes. Hopefully.
Clearly the Feet Pics song.
The Feet Pics one. I feel like before this stream, I wasn't really thinking of doing more music, and now I am. Like,
now the inspiration
I'll
is
do
flowing.
The inspiration is here, man. Incredible.
Okay, let me see if there's any other questions that kind of covers something that we haven't talked about. I guess from Anif, this question is kind of cliche, but what song do you was the most fun to do? Because we talked about songs you had troubles with.
Surprisingly, oh gosh, Your Temperature, Kimi no Taion, like that weirdly is just a really fun song to sing in general. Like it's so like it's got like a funny little swing beat, and I don't know, I still, it stands out in my head as like just a really fun and not like too complicated of a song to sing. And like I would, if every cover was like that, oh my gosh.
Okay, last
But yeah, give it a try.
audience question. I'm gonna take from Rose Graham. Outside of Danganronpa, what games are you a fan of? Are you even a fan of Danganronpa? And what games are you interested in playing?
I would say technically. Okay, actually, this is a great question because I am a huge fan of The Rule of Roses. It is a very much, it is not talked about. It is a banned game. But I really encourage anyone who has the time and thinks like, wow, I really wish there was more like horror that was contained around like actual like childhood trauma, like in a good way, like not in a great way, but like does it
in
well
an interesting way. I only know the game because I watched a channel called Nitro Rad talk about that game. He's cool. I like his videos.
Really, oh my gosh. Well, great taste. It's just a really, really good video game. The controls are janky, the fighting's janky, but just really great like metaphors and really interesting kind of ways of like expressing like, oh boy, some complicated things. But it's also got great music and it's got a great story, and like the visuals are also, I would consider, really good. So pirate that game, y'all, because it's banned.
Oh wow. Well, that will wrap up the audience question. So we're going to move on to our next little section because you have to like get going sometime soon. So we're gonna announce the next guest for Cheese to Meet You. But drumroll please. Our next guest will be Circus P. Wow, who could have guessed? That's right. Circus P is gonna be our next guest. We're rolling on the Vocaloid train and not stopping. But like I'm gonna have to ask him because I think our avatars went to the same hairdresser. Just look at us. Look at us. I gotta say, like, who came first? I bet it was me. Anyway. Juby, it is now your turn to ask a question to Mr. Circus B.
Oh my gosh. I have a two-parter.
All right,
one
go for
to
it.
annoy and one to actually be a question. My annoying question is, will you ever put a new video song cover on your other channel, Cheez-Its Are Yummy? Because I loved all of those covers.
I swear, like
Circus
Circus B introduced me to a bunch of like artists because of the cover channel, like Perfume.
Yes!
I'm like, whoa, Perfume's so cool.
Oh my god, yes. Perfume covers, Vocaloid, Lady Gaga covers, Kesha covers, just
Marina and the
impeccable taste.
Diamonds,
Oh my god. Incredible. Didn't even know Circus had a different channel for a while. But the other question would be, I'm gonna steal a little from Snow, is if you is there a genre of music you have tried or want to try to do that you have not done yet? And why is it country music?
like, do you have a particular theme? It could be feet pics. You know what? That could be the collab. Feet pics, country.
Explain why is the genre that you haven't done but want to do? Why is it country music?
And why is it specifically about feet pics?
Incredible.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you so much, Juby. We're gonna end the interview very soon, but I just wanted to say, so you have a couple of things that you might want to promote that you're in, including this one.
Yeah, that's a game. I'm in it. You can play it. If you like dungeon crawlers, this is definitely the game for you. It is basically a 3D dungeon crawler, and it is the same design people who did Disgaea, and it's got a very, very wholesome little story as well.
Yeah,
I'm
so
that
check
girl.
that out. I think it's called the Labyrinth
I'm
of
a tiny little girl.
Galeria.
Galeria. Labyrinth
Galeria.
of Galeria, I think. I think this is the second game in a series, but I don't think they really they're not chronological, really. They're kind of just like little stories. Yeah. So you can find that.
Something else is your boy Kongming. The Blu-ray is coming out.
Blu-ray is coming out. Yes, I'm very excited. I hope they give me one. They won't give me a Blu-ray, I'm sure, but they're gonna give me a DVD. But yeah, it's coming out. The pre-order is up, and even if you don't watch the dub of it, I love this series. It's so fun. I think this is probably my favorite isekai of at least last year. This year so far, and if you love music, let's hear it for ya boy. But yeah, it's super fun. You should watch it.
Yeah, I remember
boy
reading the synopsis and being like, what the heck is this? And then I watched the first few episodes and I was like, wow, this is actually kind of touching.
It is touching. It's like he is part of I think it was the Romance of the Three Kingdoms type history, and he was he's a tactician, strategy man, and he basically becomes this this wannabe artist's manager, and so he uses old Chinese war tactics to make sure that she hits it big, and it's just very funny.
Crazy. I'm like, how did they come up with this synopsis? But also it was just fun.
It's really fun.
And the last thing I want to promote is wow! Oh my god, is that your Patreon?
One day I'll put out a bump for myself. I keep forgetting to be like, hey guys, there's content on there. But you should be my manager. Yes.
Yeah,
do this for me.
How many times I don't know how many times did I even push your Patreon? It doesn't even matter. I just wanted to say
you're
again,
incredible.
Thank
you. Do this for me.
No. Again, I wanted to just thank you for agreeing to come do this little interview chat with me. We went for 3 hours. Oh my goodness.
That's how it goes, baby. When you're talking about feet, the time flies.
No! Why did it have to be about feet?
But also thank you for having me on. This was really fun, and I appreciate you reaching out to me for this a lot.
Yeah, I know. We're both the kind of people who are like, how do I talk to people?
What do I do?
But yeah, I don't know. It's been really sweet, and I would love to chat with you again sometime. Weeby. Weeby. Why did I call you Weeby?
Weeby. New name. Just
no,
dropped.
I was thinking about how you told me your album was Weeaboo, and then I also think of you Weeby's someone else as well. And I'm like, goddamn, my brain. Juby news. Shush. Anyway,
it's perfect.
Thank you so much. We're gonna wrap up the call now, so you can go off and do your little fun concert thing you gotta go to.
Thank you. You're so kind.
Yeah. No. Oh gosh. Anyway, both of us just want to say thank you everyone for joining our 3-hour little stream. I'm glad that there was no internet disruption today. It seemed like yes, the power of feet pics got pulled us through.
Incredible.
But yeah, if you want to, I mean, not if you want to, you should definitely go support Juby. I mean, you probably are. She has a million. She has a million subscribers, and I only have 31K or something. So chances are you know her more than you know me.
No. You're perfect.
But that's gonna do it for today. So yeah, thank you very much, Juby.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
And we'll say goodbye now. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.